All right, you guys. So, Ticket TV live streams. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap on into the channel. I appreciate everybody that's going to show love and support as y'all come on up in here, man. And let's get into it tonight, man. As LeBron James, man, what an excellent floor game. What an excellent team game that he played tonight, man. Excellent effort from LeBron James tonight. You know, I didn't like all the semantics coming into the season that LeBron James used. I thought he was on cap. I thought that he was just crying, and he was just doing whatever he do. But as far as this individual game tonight, I thought LeBron James balled out. I thought he played a great floor game. wasn't selfish. wasn't out here trying to do too much. Uh, really got his teammates involved. Moved the basketball. Put his teammates in great positions, and they took care of a game they were supposed to go ahead and get out the way. And I think LeBron James did an excellent job. I don't think that he was a hindrance or a hurt to the Lakers tonight, like that weak knee weasel that's over there with the strippers stealing money. But I thought that LeBron James, what I'm saying, actually came out here tonight, man, and played a great floor game, man. And anybody who say otherwise, you'd be a damn fool uh, to say that this guy didn't play a great floor game. Wasn't selfish, didn't do nothing outrageous, didn't try to overshine Luca, overshine Austin Reeves. He actually used his passing and his high IQ for vision as a big help tonight. LeBron James was playing like this years ago. The last 4 or 5 years, a lot of other players would have grown a lot more around him, in my opinion. And he probably would have won a lot more. Now let's see if he continues to keep this up. I believe he can. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I believe he can do this. And I believe that this is the key for him. Some nights he'll be a 20-point night, but some nights he'll be like this. LeBron James getting his guys involved, moving the ball, making all those other guys around him, have open shots and play great. That helps the team. A positive attitude helps the team. You know, not coming around bitching and crying and complaining because you don't get your way. He's older now, and so he got to understand that these other young guys are coming up. They're the future. They're the ones that's gonna push him over the edge. So I thought he played a great game. To be very honest with y'all, you know what I'm saying. Uh, and I'm not gonna come out here and hate on the man just because he played a great game tonight, and because I might not like him. I could come in here and just try to talk shit and still fake the funk, but that would be disingenuous. I thought LeBron James played a great game tonight. If he played like this most of the time, where he was just let the game come to him instead of just, going to jackal out records and all the other stuff like he was doing, I thought the LeBron James, I thought he would have been a lot further in these last 3 or 4 years, or 4 or 5 years of his career than what he did. You know what I'm saying? But I thought what he did tonight was the key. And if he continues to play like that going forward, he'll score more points, obviously. He'll probably have around 18, 19, 20 points. But if he's around 17, 18 points and he can get you around 9, 10, 11 assists, because I think he's going to lock in on trying to get assists now and make it seem like he wants to fit in so he doesn't look like the bad guy. Remember, he has to be forced into this role now because the Lakers were playing so great before he came. So LeBron is an image guy, so he understands what his image looks like, and so he has to come out here and show everybody, look, I can fit in. I'm not finna be a detriment. Me coming out here jacking up shots and being upset with Luca. I saw a guy that didn't have any issues, was standing in the corner, letting Luca and Austin Reeves do what they do, and then when he got the ball, he moved the ball. And I thought that he played a great game tonight, man. And I'm just not going to take that away from him. Even though I don't like him, I don't like anything about what he represents or any of that shit. I'm not going to come in here and cap when you got a weak-kneed punk bastard named Kawhi Leonard and his dusty-ass uncle running around here shaving and shaving the NBA for every single goddamn red-back penny in America. So, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I think LeBron James played a great game tonight. And I think that the Lakers had a great team win tonight. And I just think that once again, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come in here and hate on the man because of this game, because I don't like him. If you play well, I'm gonna give you your credit. I'm not gonna come in here and just make up shit and say dumb shit because I don't like you. Now I'm gonna tell the truth. Same thing with KD this year. I think KD's playing a way better brand of basketball with a team that he should have been with a long time ago. But I can do that. I can give you props. You understand what I'm saying? That bum Bronny didn't get in the game. You know what I'm saying? So that was good. And so I thought the whole night was just a good night for the Lakers. You know, LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers, this is a win they're supposed to get anyways. But I just thought that the way he played tonight, I think that is the blueprint for the Lakers to have the most success with this type of team. I think that's the blueprint the way he played tonight. The way he played tonight, I think that is the blueprint if the Lakers are going to do anything this season. I think that it has to be that. Now, I do think he'll score a little bit more points. As the season goes along, he'll be around 17, 18 points. But if LeBron James moving the ball like that, passing the ball like that, and got guys who can finish around him, and they're doing that, and he's not forcing the issue, and he's not thinking, okay, I'm still that guy, blase, blase, blah, 8, 9, 10 years ago, man, he's going to be a very big help to the Lakers. You know what I mean? Because I watched him closely tonight. I didn't see a guy trying to get them in the game and stuff, trying to get in the way of these other guys and stuff like that. And so, again, man, I thought that you said dude is a negative. Nah, bro, I don't get into all that. I get into did you win the game or not? And I thought I get into the eye test, sir. Obviously, you guys got to learn basketball. I get into the eye test, and so I see what I see. I see LeBron James at around 17, 18 points. Lakers got a lot of scores around there. And so if he plays like this, LeBron's shots, I think this year his shots should only be around 12 shots. Because I think Luka and Austin Reeves should get the most shots. You know, Luka obviously is going to be around 20-something shots, and Austin Reeves is going to be around 17, 18. So I think if you get LeBron James around 12 shots, tonight he took, 7? I think he took 7. Somebody tell me in the comments. If he stays around, 12 shots, and then, moves the ball and gets other guys going, I thought he made some very good passes to both the big fellas, the guard, the fake Gabe Vincent, Shamar Moore. I thought LeBron James played a very good game tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought he played. I don't like the guy, man. Y'all already know I can't stand this cat. I think he's a clown. I think he's a jackass, and I think that he's a capper as well. But I thought tonight he played a great game. I thought this was the blueprint of the type of game that he has to play. And LeBron was not being selfish. Anybody who would come in here and try to say, yeah, man, LeBron wouldn't do me, you a goddamn liar. You lying to your motherfucking self. You didn't watch the game. You just talking shit. Point blank period. That game he played tonight, and he shows you he can impact the game in other ways, moving the ball. You understand what I'm saying? So, bro, don't come in here nitpicking, talking about I don't like how the Jazz ran up the score. Man, the Jazz beat the Strippers by 40, nigga, with Kawhi on the court. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. To the dude who said, why are you praising him? Because he played a good game tonight, bro. I'm not no motherfucking dude that's going to shit on you when you play well. Anybody who know my resume, nigga, when you ball, I'm going to give you credit. When you don't, I'm going to cook your ass, nigga. That's how I roll. I don't do like these booty hole sniffers that come around here and talk shit about a man, even when he play well. Them niggas is low-hanging pieces of shit that's running around here staining the community. They're not serious. Don't nobody take them serious, and shit, nobody take them serious. Especially when you ain't willing to go out on a limb and cook that weak weasel bum-ass Kawhi Leonard that's running around here and his dusty-ass uncle around here that's out here being accused by everybody and their mama doing all kind of salacious shit. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said before, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said before, I'm giving LeBron James his props tonight. That nigga balled out tonight, and I hope he continue to play well. I hope he continue to play like this. Why would you want somebody to go out here and fuck something up and play bad? Why would you want that? Make it make sense. You have to be a weasel weirdo to want that. I mean, unless you're just a fucking hater and you need LeBron James to pay your goddamn bills. I understand it. You understand? So, yeah, man. Oh, they put Bronny in the game now? Turn the shit off when LeBron went out. LeBron went out average. See, this is the problem with you hoes. You guys come around here, LeBron will average 20, 25 points. No, he won't. See, that's the problem. You booty hole sniffers come in here and fuck it up for LeBron. Can't nobody come in here and get that man props without you dudes coming in here on your knees. Y'all are the real problem at this point. Let the man play how he was playing. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? He's not going to need to average those type of points this year. Luka Doncic and them dudes is putting the rock up, nigga. You see them other dudes, the way they playing, they ain't thinking about LeBron James being out there, bro. Them other dudes balling. I watched the game. Them other dudes is balling straight like that. You understand? So it is what it is. You know? Somebody said Bronny hit a D3. Okay, he's supposed to. What the fuck that mean? You gave that motherfucker a uniform. He's supposed to do something. Oh, what the fuck you supposed to think? Supposed to take up space? That's what he been doing. Shit, he need to do something with the money they paying him. So yeah, most def, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I personally, the way I look at it is, and I'll say it again, man, I think that the Los Angeles Lakers should continue to play like this. Again, and I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You said Reed's an all-star, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. You just talking stupid shit, man. Reed's an all-star, but with LeBron back. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Did you watch the game tonight, nigga? Now, let's hope he play like this going forward, you dumb son of a bitch. Let's hope he, see, you niggas is hoes. Y'all don't want the nigga to get better. You niggas is hoes to me. Y'all don't want the nigga to get better. Y'all sad. Y'all already know Bronny's a charity case. When motherfuckers got to come in here and say, Bronny hit a three, it's a fucking charity case, nigga. It ain't nothing to talk about. That's a charity case. Period. Y'all don't nobody come in here and say, hey man, Gabe Vincent hit a three ticket. Nah, man. Y'all do that shit for Bronny because y'all know he ain't supposed to be around. I don't get into that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, you know, hey, let the motherfucker have some fun. It's daddy back. You know what I mean? But like I said, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I thought LeBron James played a very good floor game tonight. Period. You understand what I'm saying? I thought he played a very good floor game tonight. And I don't have no problem with it. If he continues to play that way, that gives the Lakers the best chance to win. Point blank period. If LeBron James continue to play the way he played, now again, he's going to score more points. I think he'll be around 18, 19 points a game this season. You got Luka that's going to be averaging around 35, 36. Austin Reeves going to be averaging around 24. LeBron James get you around 18. Third guy, he get you around 18. Be up there, maybe be up there and challenge for the lead in assists as far as averages. Probably average around 9, 10 assists. That's the way he's supposed to have been playing, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? On around 12 shots. You know? Like I said, he'll have some nights where he get a 25 or maybe he'll get a 30, but it ain't gonna be like it was. Cause them shots ain't gonna be there for him no more. Them shots is all for Luka and for them other dudes. You watch how them other dudes is playing. Them other dudes are already playing confident like that. So if y'all have to use y'all brains. If Bron goes in there and fucks this up, that makes him look real bad. He's not finna do that. He gonna play this shit nice, use all his teammates, and then do whatever the fuck he gonna do. But he's not gonna come in there and do dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? To make his image look bad. Because him going out there jacking up all these shots trying to prove something, it makes him look bad. And that's the last thing he want to do is make himself look bad. Point blank period. So I thought he made himself look very good tonight the way he played. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold you niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I think any nigga that say otherwise is fucking blind, don't know shit about basketball, or on their knees for Kawhi Leonard. That's all I think. And I'm gonna tell you what it motherfucking is. Without no cap on this shit, nigga. No cap on this motherfucking rap, nigga. Straight up. That's exactly how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Nah, just like how he played. And realistically, LeBron James will get praised more for playing like this. This the part y'all don't understand. You can't ask a motherfucker to do something, then he do it. Then you get mad when he do it. You're fucking delusional. You motherfuckers want LeBron to take a back seat and the motherfucking be a facilitator and help the team. That's exactly what he did. Now how the fuck you gonna come out and complain about that? Make it make sense. Only a fool would do that. Only a fool would say, hey man, you need to be doing this and playing a certain way. He come out and do it, and then you make excuses or you move the goalpost. Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. If he didn't come out here and do it, if he came out here jacking up shots, if he came out here trying to ball haul, if he came out here taking away shots from Luka and from Reeves and from Laravia and from fucking big doo-doo head Aiden and all the rest of them, then I'll be cooking his ass. That's not what he did. That's not what he did. Point blank period. So I'm gonna give him credit because he did what he was supposed to do, which is fit in, right? That's what he tell everybody else to do all them years. So now all that roles he wanted Russell Westbrook and all them motherfuckers to play, he got to play that role now. He got to play that role now. Point blank period. He had to play that role. To the dude who said Harden's carrying, Harden ain't carrying shit. How can you carry? That's when you lose it. That's not carrying. You said Harden's carrying. What is he carrying? You can't carry nothing if you losing, sir. That's not carrying. That's just putting up points and getting your ass whooped. You guys got to learn basketball before y'all come in here talking, man. I'm not letting none of these niggas off the hook no more. None of them. Niggas doing all that old sneak talking for all this time. Niggas acting all fucking disrespectful and shit, man. I'm finna stand on shit. So, like I said before, and I'll say it again. You know what I mean? Great game, man. You know, hopefully he continues to play like this. This is what he needs to do. I think LeBron James need to stay in this mode. This is the best way to get ease people off you and to go out at least with some type of grace is to play like this and allow the other guys and accept that you are older dude now. You know what I'm saying? These young guys, they trying to have their time. If LeBron would have been did this, a lot of niggas wouldn't have been cooking them like they've been cooking them to the extent of that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, just be a good teammate, man. Move the ball. Let the young guys get it going. You still going to just naturally off LeBron's ability, he's still going to get you 17, 18 points. That's not bad. If you averaging 18, 17, 18 points and 10 assists as a third option, bro, that's great basketball, bro. That's winning type of basketball, bro. I don't know what the fuck you niggas would rather see scoring and then lose and then try to blame everybody else than that. Nah, man. That's why I said you can't ask somebody to do something, they do it, then get mad and then move the goalpost and then talk about, oh no, is this that? You nigga, you sound like a fucking clown. Point blank, period. You only a fucking clown would do some dumb shit like that. Period, dog. So again, all the shit we know that come with him, and Pastor did say this. Shout out to Pastor. He said LeBron was gonna come fit in. That nigga said that shit. Pastor, shout out to my boy Pastor in the building, man. He said LeBron was gonna fit in because he already know what time it is. He really ain't got no choice. He got to fit in. You know what I'm saying? The Mavs are a disaster. Why go over there now when they look like that? The Cavs, you know, we got to see what's going on with them. But he really kind of in this situation for right now. So he's an image guy. He want his, like Pat said, he want his image to look good. He knows if he come out here on bullshit and feed into y'all's crap, his image that is gonna ruin him. And he don't want people, because LeBron hear all the shit y'all saying. He hear all the shit everybody's saying about how he gonna ruin the team and all this other shit. He ain't coming to do that. Nah, man, he ain't coming to do that. I seen that tonight. He won't come and do that. He ain't come out here trying to get up shots, trying to show I'm still that nigga in here. Nah, that nigga gonna get in line and stand right there in formation, nigga, and do what he got to do. I give him props on how he played tonight. I'm not even gonna come here and lie with y'all niggas, man. I'm not gonna play that game with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? If he would have been on some bullshit, y'all know I would have stir-fried that nigga. But he didn't do it. I thought he played great. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I thought he played great. Do I think he had a real injury? Fuck no. Do I think he was capping? Hell yeah. Do I think he was bitching? Hell yeah. Do I trust him? No. But do I think he played a great game tonight? Yeah, I thought he played a great game. I thought that's how he's supposed to have been playing the last few years. Period. That way, Austin Reeves, them guys would have been lifted up even more. They probably would have played a better brand of basketball if he'd have played this way last year. To be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, you know what I mean? To the dude who says trade him now, he'll ruin the team. Brother, he has a no-trade clause, and so he'll only decide where he wants to go. And secondly, sir, he didn't look like he ruined the team from game one. You just talking shit. Shut your mouth, motherfucker. You just talking shit. That's all you doing. You just talking. Y'all niggas is weirdos, bro. How you ask a nigga to do something on the court, he do it, and then you still come in here criticizing people. Make it make sense. Y'all niggas don't make no sense, bro. If LeBron would have came in here jacking up all them crazy shots, playing erratic, looking crazy, okay, I ain't got no problem with nobody stir-frying that nigga. That's not what he did. I got two eyes, nigga. I watched to see how he was going to come out here in this game tonight, if he was going to come out on that shit. Like, yeah, nigga, this still my shit, nigga. Nope, he ain't do it. And I'm going to watch next game and the game after that. And we're going to see if he stack games and keep consistency. See, what's going to happen is that they're going to praise Bron for how he played tonight. So Bron is going to like that either way. He's going to want that praise. See what I'm saying? He's going to want that praise. So he's going to continue to try to move like that. He's going to try to put himself like, yeah, I'm gonna be the guy that get everybody going. And the last option, if I got to go get buckets and I go get, I told y'all, he'll have a couple 30, 35-point games. It's a couple flashbacks. But for the most part, he'll be probably around the 16 to 21, 22-point range, right in between there. I don't see him going way over there because he's not going to get all them shots no more. It's going to be Austin Reeves. The only time LeBron's scoring is going to go up like that is when Luka or Austin Reeves not playing. And then he got to score more that night. Learn basketball, bro. Y'all, a lot of y'all niggas don't understand basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Pastor called this straight out the line. To the brother who said he's too old, didn't look too old tonight when he went out there and led the team and led the game in assists. I'm just going to tell you the truth. You know, I've already told you, I think Luka's going to get 20 shots. Reeves going to be right behind Luka with around 17 shots. And I think that around 11, 12 of those shots going to LeBron James. And everybody else going to get in where they fit in. That's what I think is going to happen, to be honest with you. And I don't think they're going to miss a step. I'm just being real with y'all. As long as he playing like that. Now, if LeBron James' shots get up to around, let me see, if his shots get up to around 16, now we got a problem. You understand what I'm saying? To the person who says, Tiki, you cap, he was ready to cook Bron. No, I haven't. If you've noticed, I haven't been talking about Bron at all, really, sir. So you a motherfucking lie. I've been talking about that whole ass weasel, Kawhi Leonard, the nigga that everybody been ducking talking about, sir. So since you told that lie, I'm just going to block your ass. Since you told that lie, I'm going to block you. I've been talking about the dude these niggas been avoiding to talk about. The real goddamn cancer in the NBA. The real fucking weasel in the league. That's who I've been talking about. You might as well check my timeline. I've been talking about him and that punk ass Nikola Jokic has been getting away with not playing defense but being called unhuman. Fuck out of here, dog. You blocked, nigga. Get your ass out of here. So, like I said before, man. Hey, man. Get it how you live, nigga. Get it how you live, nigga. I like George Pastor. That nigga can ball. Hey, that nigga go hard, man. I like George. That nigga go hard, bro. Man. And, you know, like I said before, man, I don't want to hear no excuses because this same Utah team beat the Clippers by 40 on opening night. So I don't want to hear about, oh, man, this is nah, nigga. Them same Utah Jazz stripped this nigga down. By 40, nigga. Strip that nigga down. The same Jazz team stripped these hoe ass niggas. Stripping ain't easy, nigga. They stripped them down, nigga. So I don't want to hear no excuses. The Lakers made easy work of them niggas in the second half. I don't want to hear no excuses. None. So yeah, man. And even like I said today, even all the shit them niggas talk, LeBron James still got a winning record in the playoffs with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard don't. Make it make sense. Since he joined the strippers, he has a losing record in the playoffs. But this dude, they call this dude the fraud, and he get all the cooking. But the other dude don't. The hell out of here, man. Y'all dudes crazy as hell, man. Pastor said, I trade Dalton Connect a first, second, and a pick swap to get K. George. Hey, man. Is there minutes for him, though? Because if Dalton Connect ain't getting that many minutes right now, where's the minutes for George coming, Pastor? Pastor said, I ain't know that about Kawhi. Yeah, man, motherfucker got a losing record and with the strippers, man. Come on, bro. He got a losing playoff record in the games he played in with the strippers in the playoffs. Come on, bro. And then niggas talking about he's a failure. But LeBron James, he has a winning record in the playoffs with the Lakers. Make it make sense in the time he's played. Make it make sense. And motherfuckers come in here and tell y'all this capping ass shit they tell y'all. Y'all niggas crazy as hell. But yeah, I think it was two options for LeBron. Either play like he's playing now or come off the bench. And so if he continues to play like this, there's nothing nobody, I mean, they're not going to be able to make videos. And see, here's the funny part. People are going to come out and say, oh, well, he played against the Utah Jazz. So did Kawhi Leonard, and they beat them motherfuckers by 40. And what happened? I ain't hear nobody out here slandering Kawhi when they got beat by 40 on opening night. I ain't hear nobody slandering Kawhi. But watch these motherfuckers tomorrow. LeBron was in a no-win situation with these niggas. If the Lakers lost, oh, they lost to the Jazz. If the Lakers won, oh, they played the fucking Jazz, man. They suck. But Kawhi Leonard played them niggas, got smoked, and niggas shut their goddamn on mouths. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I told y'all this. But like I said before, they ain't gonna keep it real though. Only a few. Only a few. Only a few. You know? And this coming from a nigga, I think everything about LeBron James is fake. But I ain't gonna lie about what he did on the court tonight. Now, if he come out here next game on cap, y'all already know what we gonna do. But LeBron James is very conscious. He's very conscious about his image. That nigga do not want to go out with people hating him, bro. I'm telling y'all this. He checked the temperature, nigga. That nigga checked the temperature, bro. And them niggas gave LeBron James a harsh lesson. They showed him, bro, we don't really need you to win games no more. We can win games, go to the playoffs, and get beat in the first round without you. When he sat back and saw that, notice how his whole attitude and mentality shift from the first game all the way till now. And I'm going to tell you something. You know LeBron ain't been around them niggas because I seen something very special tonight. And I'm going to tell y'all what I saw tonight. LeBron James don't got no handshakes with them. When LeBron James be around you a lot and fucking with you, he got handshakes for all them niggas. Them new niggas, the LaRavia guy and fucking DeAndre Ayton, LeBron James ain't had no handshakes with them niggas. When he dapped them up, he gave him normal dap. I'm like, hold on, that
Man,
ain't LeBron. LeBron usually got
to
different
give my
type of
boy.
dap up with them niggas. Straight up.
They need to give my boy Duke Diero some more minutes, bro.
Huh?
They need to give a Duke Diero some more minutes. That boy the truth, bro.
Who was that?
Diero. What's his name? Diero for the Lakers?
Diero.
That's number one.
Diero.
Yeah, Diero. Number one for the Lakers, man, a rookie. The high flying rookie that we got.
He ain't finna get no burn this year, bro.
Oh, that boy nice, bro. He like a mini LD.
I was trying to figure what the hell you said. Nah, he ain't finna get no burn. He ain't finna get no burn this year, bro.
And he had another dunk tonight just a while ago.
Yeah, but he not finna really. Only time he gonna get some burn is if they up by like 30 or 20 or 30.
That dude, I'm telling you, keep your eyes on him. He's special, bro.
I don't doubt. Hey, listen, I don't doubt it. I'm just saying he not finna get no burn on this team with all the guys they got. They got a whole lot of veteran guys in front of him. You know what I'm saying, dog? And them the type of niggas, they playing Bronny James in front of niggas, so he definitely ain't finna get no burn.
That nigga up.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. To the person who said this is temporary. Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
What you think of Gabe Vincent tonight, bro? Yeah, a lot of niggas be hating on Gabe.
I've already talked about him. I thought he played well, but Gabe Vincent is coming through. He just got to stay consistent. Gabe Vincent got to understand his role, stay locked in. His role is to knock down shots and play great defense.
He hit big shots though. We got to give it time. Dude be hitting some big shots, bro.
No, he don't. He hit them very rarely. He hit a couple tonight. He hasn't been doing it a lot, bro. He has not been doing it, bro.
You don't think so?
No, hell no, nigga. Look at his percentages. That nigga ain't been playing like that since he left Miami. But he's been playing good defense for the Lakers. He's a great defender for the Lakers, but he haven't been making shots like that. But he made them tonight. Like, he'll make those tonight, and then he'll come out tomorrow night and won't make shit.
Damn. That's cool.
See what I'm
saying? True.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, bro. But then when you look at this situation right here with LeBron James and the Lakers, man, again, bro, I like the way they played, man. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
Oh, man,
I like the way the Lakers play. I like the way LeBron played tonight as far as just moving the ball.
Top 4 team with me, bro. Easy top 4.
You said what? Who, the Lakers?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right now, but they're not over the teams they need to be over, though. Like, they're not over OKC, and they're not over they're not over OKC. They're not over Denver yet. They got to show me they're over OKC. They over Denver, and they over Houston. Those 3 teams are easily over them.
I'm more worried about Denver than Houston.
Nah, you better be worried about Houston. Houston got some very good defenders on that team, bro, at all
So do
positions.
so do we. We got
That's
a
not
couple
true.
good people.
That's not true, bro.
What?
Reeves don't
Van?
play defense. Luka don't play defense, and LeBron don't play defense. Fuck you talking about, bro?
Well,
That's
LeBron
three
showed
guys. Hold on,
last.
that's three guys in your
Wait,
starting lineup that don't play good defense. What you talking about, man?
wait, now you know LeBron showed
I
flashes of
just told
defense
you
from
again. That's
time to
three
time.
guys in your starting lineup that don't play great defense. What
But
you talking about?
LeBron showed flashes of
No, no,
defense
no,
from
no, no,
time
no.
to
Ain't no
time. You know
flashes
that.
gonna get you by against some young niggas that's out here running and gunning and out here locking niggas up.
But okay, bro. But you still got Aiden.
You're
That's a
not
good
listening.
shot
That don't
blocker.
mean nothing, bro. You're not hearing me, bro. Aiden only got 6 fouls, nigga.
You
He
got
out of there.
Marcus. You got Marcus Smart that's playing
Marcus
excellent
Smart's
defense
coming off the
right now.
bench. He's not playing a lot of minutes.
That yeah. You're right. But that's somebody who I feel should fall in.
But
Like
hold on, but that's what I'm saying to you. That's why you gotta understand what's going on.
yeah, it depends on the team we playing. But I think
That
Smart
defense,
should
I
be.
just told you, OKC, Denver, and Houston are still over the Lakers right now.
Man, look, I feel healthy. The Lakers will go against anybody, bro.
Man, well, you feel you out your goddamn mind.
Just a
They're
little
gonna
bit
get
of
smoked by
just a
they're gonna
little,
get smoked by OKC.
bro.
Houston
Listen,
is too good defensively for them, and they can score with them. And the goddamn Denver Nuggets, they have no answer for Jokic.
bro. Nobody got no answer for Jokic.
Hold on,
Jokic
that's
gonna
my
be
hold
Jokic.
on. Hold on. Yes, they do. The LA Clippers did. They shut his ass down in the playoffs last year. Motherfucker shot 36%.
Well, didn't we beat Denver last time we played them?
That don't mean last time you played them. We talking about the playoff 7-game series stretch type of situation, bro. Where you game planning, bro.
But I'm saying though, Joker gonna beat Joker regardless, bro.
Time
But
out.
at
And
the
so
same
so
time,
and Jamal Murray's gonna beat Jamal Murray when he
no,
play
that
the
we
Lakers.
man, we got something to throw on that, bro. We
Man, get
got
out of
something to
here.
throw on Murray.
Who guarding him?
We
Luca?
got something to throw on that. Man, you got smart.
Who's
You got
guarding Jamal
smart in
Murray?
the throw. So smart
Who's
can't
guarding
guard
Jamal
Murray.
Murray?
You telling me smart can't guard Murray?
Marcus Smart is playing limited minutes off the bench, nigga.
But JJ not stupid. JJ go put.
Bro,
I
what you
guarantee
mean
he gonna
JJ
put
not
up.
stupid? Hold on, my man. Marcus Smart is
Bro,
not starting
bro,
over
listen
LeBron
to me.
James, nigga.
It's gonna be times where you gonna see smart in that game guard Murray,
My
bro.
man. Times, nigga. What the fuck is all the other time gonna be?
What you mean with all the other time, bro? Like,
Nigga, Marcus Smart playing limited minutes now. LeBron James is back, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
yeah, but I'm saying though, don't be surprised if you see LeBron take a back seat at times,
A
bro.
back seat, nigga. You're not hearing me. LeBron is still gonna get his minutes, nigga.
Oh no, we don't know, but I think LeBron gonna be
Man, nigga,
taking a
you
back
on
seat
dope.
at
Nigga,
times.
you on,
Nigga.
nigga. Something wrong with you, nigga.
He gonna be taking a back
You are
seat at
mentally
times.
not knowing about basketball, nigga.
Bro, I
LeBron
know
James still gonna get his minutes. LeBron James gonna play 32 minutes a night, nigga.
he don't even need to do that. We
He's
don't even
going to
need
do it.
we don't even need him to do it.
He's going to hold on. He's going to play 32 minutes a night.
Oh, hey, like I said, we don't even need him to do all that.
You're not hearing me. I ain't asked you about that. I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
Like I said, so right. So what you think we need right now, bro? What you
Nigga,
think?
you need I've already said. I thought that LeBron James would come off the bench, but the Lakers got to get more perimeter defenders, bro. They got to get better. They got to get more perimeter defenders. And in my opinion, they got to go get another rim protecting big, another big. They need to go
I
target. I would
agree.
target somebody
I agree.
like Daniel Gafford.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But they need that for them series where you're gonna play a Jokic and them dudes, man. Jokic gonna run through what you call them two dudes like butter, man. Come on, bro. Then you got Jamal Murray and them. Come on, man. Cut it
We
out,
need
bro.
muscle. We need a solid muscle like center. You
Nah,
know
ain't
what I'm
no
saying?
solid muscle center. That shit ain't gonna work with Jokic. You need a mobile guy
Well,
who's long, athletic. You need a guy who's
in order
long, athletic, and can challenge Jokic at the rim and take fouls,
Jokic
bro.
Jokic's weakness is again. We all see with the
Bro,
White
you're
House.
not hearing what I'm saying to you. You need a
We see
guy.
with the
Can't
White.
nobody.
No, I'm
So
saying
who
though.
was
I
strong?
see what you're saying. That we need length to guard him, but it's more than that. You need
I
muscle
didn't say
too.
that. Hold on. I didn't say just length, nigga. I said length and athleticism to
Oh yeah, but
challenge him when he does all those trick shots at the rim. What are you talking about?
bro, listen to me. That boy could not get to the rim on Dwight Howard. You need muscle, bro.
Bro, talking about
You couldn't
Dwight
even
Howard
get to
is
the rim.
extremely athletic. Dwight Howard is extremely
Dwight Howard
athletic.
wouldn't have let it get that
In his
time, bro.
he was athletic. What the fuck is you talking
Hell
about?
no. Bro,
Man,
Dwight
hey, yo,
Howard was not high flying.
my man. This is what I want you to do. I want you to walk in the bathroom right now, open the toilet, hop in that motherfucker, and flush it.
Bro, listen to me, bro.
Cause you sound stupid as
You
fuck.
watch when they put. I watched the next
You
time they won
sound
the
dumb than a
championship.
motherfucker right now. Hold on, let me say
Bro,
this to you again. You sound like a goddamn fool right now, bro.
Athletic, bro. A nigga that could dunk.
You sound like a fucking idiot, bro, saying Dwight Howard wasn't athletic. There was
Bro,
never a time Dwight. Hold on, let me say this to you again. Hold on.
Dwight Howard was athletic.
Let me say this to you again, brother.
Bro, no,
Let me
listen, bro.
say this to you again, brother. There was never a time in the league Dwight Howard was not athletic, brother. That he was in the
get
NBA.
the fuck out of here.
Man, bro, you on dope, man. My man. This is what happens when we get niggas like you that don't know shit about basketball. And you just
bro,
a drunk
you
ass
let a
nigga.
nigga talk, bro.
You a drunk ass nigga talking, bro. That's it, bro.
You twisting my words,
you sound
bro.
like a goddamn fool. And if you was talking with anybody that know basketball, they'll stir fry your ass out the building.
You twisting my words, bro.
I'm not twisting your words. You said Dwight Howard wasn't athletic at that time.
Nigga, Dwight Howard wasn't.
Dwight Howard is still athletic right now, nigga.
Bro, what you talking about? Bro, when the Lakers won the fucking title, bro.
Hold on. Dwight Howard right now is more athletic than most of the bigs in the league right now, nigga.
Then why he not in the league? Why he not in the league?
What you talking about, nigga?
Why
for other reasons, nigga.
Why he not in the league?
Because he been accused of running around here.
Bro, you don't know what the fuck, bro. Bro, let me tell you something, bro.
My man. You asked me a question.
You want to believe yourself.
He have been accused. Shut the fuck up, nigga. He have been accused of running around here with goddamn trannies and shit. That's why he's not in the league. Go look up the situation that happened when he had the fucking assault and why he came out and said that the Golden State Warriors decided not to sign him, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? He said that, nigga, not me. They asked him about that shit, nigga. He had those allegations on his helmet, nigga. It was the other stuff, not his athletic ability, not with him providing rebounder. It was all the other stuff that kept him out the league, nigga. What is you talking about? Shut up, hey, man.
What's good, man? I got to cook this clown for a second. You mean to tell me that y'all got some great defenders on that roster, right? For the Lakers. I just want to know.
We got Gary got a couple of
No. Here's the reason why I say that y'all might get destroyed by 3, maybe 4 teams, maybe 5 in y'all conference. You don't have a big man that gonna stop Jokic. I don't give a damn who you get. You're not gonna have nobody that's gonna stop him because, like Chicken said. But I also, what you said about Howard being athletic, which that's true. But that man wasn't a 3-time or 4-time defensive player of the year for nothing. He got the experience on how to guard guys like a Jokic. That's why it's easier to shut him down. Not just for his size, not just for his. No, you wasn't. Now the other thing is, who you gonna have somebody that gonna stop Shea?
Oh, we talking about OKC now, bro.
I gave you 3 teams. I got 3 teams that I see legitimately better than Lakers.
Bro, but at the same time, though, Lakers not gonna play all 3 of the teams in the playoffs, bro.
You're not hearing me. Talking about it's possible they could.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Lakers not gonna play the ball. Lakers probably gonna play 2 of them.
Hold on, you're not hearing me. Hold on, time out.
You're not listening, man.
Hold on. If the Lakers fall in the 4 or the 5 seed, right? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
They can easily play Houston or Denver in the first round. Then in the second round would be Houston or Denver. And the third round would be OKC. Fuck is you talking about?
It's gonna be OKC in the finals regardless, bro. It's gonna be them in the finals.
Hold on, what are you talking about though? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
It's going whoever makes it to the finals, that's what they're gonna play.
Because if the Lakers they'll be a 4 or 5 seed probably, maybe a 4 seed.
And the Lakers gonna be at home.
But here's the thing with the Lakers, bro. Them niggas will play. They're not gonna play a Timberwolves in the first round because the T-Wolves gonna be like a 7th, 8th seed, something like that. Yo, I think. Hold on, Pooh. Let me see if that's you. I think that's you. Yeah, Pooh, you got to echo. Turn your volume down a little bit. But yeah, like I said to you, you got to think about that. Pooh, turn your volume down. You got to echo. That's why I put you on mute. So that's why I said that to you, Desmond. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about this. I think the Lakers are going to lose some games when they play some better teams. They got to play the Rockets 4 times. They got to play OKC 4 times. They got to play some of these other teams that are racking up wins. They got to play Denver 4 times. They haven't played any of those teams. So I can see the Lakers ending up in the 4 seed. I can see it literally going OKC, Houston, fucking Denver, Lakers.
You think OKC would have beat the Lakers like they had LeBron last game?
Yeah. OKC's legit,
Oh,
nigga.
Not bad like that.
Okay, bro. Listen. They beat them like that with LeBron on the court. But LeBron changed. But here's the thing.
The game before last, we beat by 30.
Let me say this to you. Normally, with AD and LeBron James, they were a great matchup for OKC. AD and LeBron James. This current Lakers team is a horrible matchup for OKC because OKC got all them defensive guards that get right all up in you. You see what they just did with Luka and what they will do to LeBron James and they'll turn them motherfuckers over. See, not because you don't have the equalizer AD that can step on whatever else they're trying to bring in that post. See, that those are different types of teams. So this team right here, this Lakers team right here is tailor-made for OKC to beat them. But the other team with AD and LeBron, man, AD and LeBron was smoking them niggas all the time. That was a bad matchup for OKC.
So in other words, you're saying they need to make some type of trades at mid-season.
I mean, they're gonna have to get. I agree with Pastor. They're gonna have to trade Dalton Connect in a pick.
I'll get rid of it.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to go get some defenders on the perimeter, bro. They're gonna have to throw multiple defenders. You're gonna have to throw multiple defenders at Jamal Murray in a series.
They fucked up when they got rid of Finney Smith.
Hold on. Let me finish. You got to throw multiple defenders at Jamal Murray. Then LeBron James is gonna be busy having to fuck with Aaron Gordon, who's balling. Then you're gonna need multiple defenders to guard Jokic.
True.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. The West tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Like, you know, the Lakers gonna need it. They're gonna have to get that. That's the part to me, and I agree with Pastor. They're gonna have to tighten up that part. They need a couple more defenders to make them legit. I would get another big. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need those fouls in the playoffs. You're not gonna be able to do what these teams try to do and put fucking Alex Caruso on goddamn Jokic. That's not always gonna work because everybody's not Caruso. But
if they could get a big like Richards from the Suns, they'll be good.
I don't know. I got to really take a better look at him. I got to take a more in-depth look.
Maybe like a aggressive ass center.
You know. So like I said before, you're gonna have LeBron fighting with Aaron Gordon all series, and that's not an easy job. Playing against Aaron Gordon, strong ass, that's athletic too. Still, that's not an easy job, bro. And Aaron Gordon shooting 53% from the 3 this year. So it ain't like you can just back up off of him. You have to respect his shot. The nigga shot 40%. He shot over 40 last year and shooting over 50 this year.
Yeah, I seen that game against Golden State where he hit like 10 straight threes.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro, that motherfucker, I can't believe it. But, I mean, you looking at it, you see what it is. So, again, you know, it's things in there, and I want to see them play against these top teams before I really give a deep analysis of the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Right now, they looking good.
But from what I'm seeing right now, these other teams, these top teams, they're loaded defensively. Houston's loaded defensively. OKC's loaded defensively. Denver has the guys they need at the perimeter spot defensively. They might go get one more guy. So these are the things you got to look at, bro. You looking at a 7-game series. The Lakers didn't even have the guards to deal with the T-Wolves in the playoffs because the T-Wolves are getting all up in them defensively on the perimeter. Last year,
they was straight out muscling Rings. That was bully ball.
Right. So you have to no. I ain't even talking about him. I'm talking about the defense on the perimeter is what changed the game. You talking about something completely different.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I'm talking about Reason was just.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about that series was changed because of the perimeter defense. The Ant-Man and fucking I forget his name, but the guards they had was putting on him.
regardless of the
from
defense, I
Minnesota.
still believe if we had a big, we could have beat them. Because
You cannot.
if
You're
you
not
look
gonna
at
beat.
every,
Hold on, my man. You sound like an idiot. You're not fucking beating a team you got swept by, nigga. They swept
huh?
them niggas easy work, nigga.
Well, no, first off, they won a game. They didn't sweep them. The Lakers won one of them games.
Hold on, no, they
And
didn't. Did they get swept?
no, they won a game. Lakers
Oh, okay. They
won one.
struggled and won a game. They got a gentleman sweep. Okay, now what?
Well, if you look at every game that they played the Timberwolves, the
Hold on,
Lakers was
hold on,
all
hold on. Did the Lakers get swept last year, y'all? In the first round
no,
by Minnesota?
they, no, they never got swept. They won one. They won one
What
of the
game did
games.
they win? Hold on. What game did they win?
That was game 3, I believe.
Hold on, let me think. They won in Minnesota?
No, I think that was at
They
home.
won one game.
Yeah, I think that was at home. They won.
Hold on, let me think. Hold on. Oh, the Lakers won game 2 last year?
That was game 2 or game 3. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, they did win. They won game 2 and lost 3 straight. I remember now. That's what it was. Yeah. They won game. They won because yeah, I remember now. Yeah, they got ran off the court after those 3 games. So yeah, they won
And the
one
other
game. That
thing,
wasn't close, dog. That wasn't close, bro.
and the other thing you got to look into account too is the chemistry too, because LeBron gonna need the ball,
No, he
Luca's
don't.
gonna need the ball, and
LeBron's not gonna
Austin
need the
Reeves
ball.
is gonna.
Hold on. Let me say this to you. That's not true. LeBron James does not need the ball. He don't need the ball. LeBron
Yep,
James and this team do not need the ball. He literally don't. LeBron James, all he needs to do is facilitate like he's doing.
yep. Like you
Facilitate,
know, I agree.
put in your 18 points that come with just being on the court, and he'll be all right. If he continues to distribute the ball, the Lakers got enough guys to put the ball in the basket. Them niggas
Okay,
get
I can
buckets.
agree with that.
He's
Them
gonna take
niggas get buckets, man.
a lot of pressure off of Reeves and Luca for sure.
Yeah, them niggas gonna get, man. Them niggas gonna get buckets, man. You watch them dudes, man. I think my boy Too Raw called them niggas the Beach Boys. Them boys be getting buckets, bro. Don't get it
Hell
twisted.
yeah. And just Lucas, I mean Reeves is getting better every year. Shot
Yeah,
getting better
and
every
so
year.
yeah, definitely, man. So again, man, I just think that, like I said, I thought LeBron James played a great game tonight, man. And I'm a nigga. I can't stand the dude. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna come in here and just lie about something I seen. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I
So
mean,
like I
I
said,
mean,
I thought he came out there. He only took was like 7 shots, bro. That's
who the
I
hell?
mean,
I mean, people really thought that LeBron would have messed up the league.
nah, I mean he used to be in that type of mode. What happened was he got humbled, nigga. Let's tell the truth. He got humbled when he seen what was going on with the Lakers. And so what he's doing is making sure that on the news in the morning, on all the sports shows, they don't come on and say LeBron ruined the team. That nigga smart. He know how he gotta play.
Right.
He's smart. Cause the instant he start doing that, all he knows gonna do is ruin how he goes out. He wants to go out he wants to go out looking good. He don't want to go out with people hating him and despising him the way we already do.
Right.
So he ain't that damn stupid. Because what that does is that hurts his image after basketball. That hurts his brands after basketball. If you go out extremely hated like that and don't nobody like you, that hurts your brands after basketball's over with.
Yep. True.
Because that's the last thing people remember about you.
Right.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I know he don't want that. Now, sometimes you play nice until they get you out of there. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, bro. They not gonna re-sign a nigga. He know this is it for him in LA.
Oh yeah.
So,
I think the Lakers should go after Giannis when LeBron retires.
for what? They ain't going after Giannis. For what?
You don't think Giannis would be a good fit with Luka and
No,
Reeves?
Giannis gonna retire with the Bucks, man. Giannis a
You
loyal
think
guy.
so?
Yeah.
Yes, like Giannis a loyal guy, man. He
They
gonna
not doing
retire with the
shit.
team. He gonna retire with the team that drafted him, bro. Yeah,
Which that's very rare.
Yeah. Everybody else talking about Giannis except for Giannis. Giannis gonna retire with the Bucks. He's a loyal guy. He going down with the ship. You know what I'm saying? He just want them to put pressure on them to keep making moves. That nigga ain't going nowhere.
You probably
Giannis one
right.
of them type of dudes that when he finished playing basketball, he gonna disappear.
Easy disappear.
Yeah, he can go to Greece, and then they're gonna disappear. You're not gonna see him on podcasts, none of this shit. He out of here. You might see him with his brother on his brother's show, but that's it. You know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be out here hanging around doing crazy shit, bro. You're not gonna do it, man. You know what I mean?
Well, they gonna make some shit, bro. When LeBron
That ticket,
retired,
I got a question to ask you.
Go ahead, dog.
Now, what you think? What's your assessment on the Pistons? Because I love the way they play
I
basketball.
got a
They play
video
that.
coming out about them tomorrow. I just want to see more of them. I think they're
I
gonna do a
love
great
the way
job.
they play. I do.
I think the
Sleeper,
coach, I
sleeper
think the
team.
coach, I think the coach got a horrible. I think he got a raw deal over there in Cleveland. I think that
I
Donovan
agree.
Mitchell look like a bunch of fucking idiots right now. Because that coach has went over to what was one of the worst teams in the league and instantly turned them around. And so this makes Donovan Mitchell and those guys look that much worse for quitting on that coach and getting him fired.
That's true.
See what I'm
I can
saying?
agree
And
with that.
that was Donovan Mitchell and the bitch ass big dude and all them dudes that didn't want to play. They turned on that coach. And that coach is a big JB Bickerstaff is showing that he can coach basketball, bro. He ain't no motherfucking joke. He ain't getting no credit, but he should easily get coach of the year if he keep this up. And I
I
thought he did
believe they
better than
will.
he did last year. And like I said before, JB again, he got a fucking raw deal. Them dudes quit on his ass in the playoffs over there, bro. That's fucked up, man.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
How you quit on that man like that, bro? Them niggas is hoes. I don't respect Spidey enough for that. They quit on that man, bro. Motherfuckers shut it down and got that nigga fired, man. That nigga had them the best that they looked in a long time, and y'all fire him and try to do him dirty like that they did Mark Jackson and bring somebody else in to close the deal. Nah,
Oh
fuck
yeah.
all that. I'm happy he got another gig.
Not
Everybody
only
was like,
that,
oh,
but
they
he
sent
got
him
them
that.
young
They
boys
sent him that.
balling.
Everybody was like, they sent him the NBA hell that looked worse to the Pistons. He went over there and came up with diamonds.
I told him.
Oh yeah.
I told him the Cavs was just a regular season team. I said, I'm telling y'all, they not reliable in the playoffs. Watch. I told him at the beginning of last year of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That wasn't the coach's fault, man. Them niggas quit on the coach, bro. Them niggas sad for that shit, bro. They
Yeah,
quit on
because I
that dude.
like the way the.
I don't respect no nigga that quit like that, bro. Nigga, like, don't
Nah,
quit, nigga.
I
You
don't like
represent
that at all.
yourself, nigga. That nigga quit, nigga. Them niggas
Man,
all quit.
what you think about the firing of the Pelicans coach, bro?
Willie Green, he got a raw deal too. That shit was Zion Williamson fault, man. That shit wasn't the coach fault, man.
Yeah, I don't think they should have
Zion
let him
Williamson
go right.
fat ass is never healthy. How the fuck you supposed to coach when you got a dude like that on your team? A nigga that just want to eat snacks and have sex with girls with busted BBLs. Come on, man. That ain't how to
And the
do it.
worst part of it, and the worst part to me when I think about Zion, man, and Charles Barkley and called him out on this here too, and yet he's still doing the same shit. My thing is, you're not worthy of being called the number one overall draft pick when you ain't really taking your career seriously, and then now your career is hanging in the damn balance because now you in shape now, and your reputation is shot at this point, and then you get the coach fired because you don't want to play. I mean, you don't deserve to be one of the young top stars in the game, in my opinion,
Yeah,
because
for
you're
real.
not putting in the goddamn work. You just ain't. Cade Cunningham proved that he puts in the work, and guess what? They're the top team in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I rock it with it, man. Like I said before, I salute all these young guys, man. That's why I'm big on
I do.
LeBron James going out like the way he played today. He need to go out like that, man. That way, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's like he should have been did this, man. Should have just been on chill
Oh yeah,
mode,
I
man.
agree.
You can still get your numbers. You LeBron James, and people will have more like for you. They'll have more. You know what I'm saying? They'll have more mercy on you the way he was going about it, man, that shit wasn't that shit. He was gonna make himself look real bad. He was making himself look real bad. But what now? If he continues this, them niggas gonna have to stop making videos about him every day because them niggas gonna look a bunch of fucking weirdos talking about a dude that's doing everything they say he's supposed to be doing.
Hmm.
True.
I
But
can
don't
agree
want
with
to
that.
talk. But don't want to talk about weak knee over there, fucking the whole goddamn league up.
For real.
Oh, he had fucked it up badly. to the point
Yeah,
where
you know who
I
weak
don't think
me
he's
is,
gonna get
nigga.
signed. I don't think any team's gonna sign him either
You know who weak
after
me
this.
is, nigga.
I don't think anybody gonna sign him after this shit.
You say Weeby?
They ain't gonna. I don't think anybody gonna sign Kawhi. No, I don't think it's over with for him.
Yeah, weak me out of
I
here,
think
bro.
this gonna be. I think this might be Westbrook last year in the league.
Why is that?
I mean, look how long it took for him to get picked up
That
this
don't mean
year.
nothing. That don't mean nothing. If you
A lot
playing
of
well,
teams.
somebody always gonna pick you up.
Yeah,
You believe so?
Nigga, if you still showing an ability to produce and help a team, you always gonna get picked up.
and if
They've
you
been
play,
picking.
and most importantly, if you play hard, you give it 110%.
Nigga, Kevin Love's still in the
Of
league,
course.
bro.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Westbrook could go overseas and kick ass, bro. You know what I'm
He'll
saying?
never play
Definitely.
overseas. You'll never see him play any game
He
overseas.
could definitely, yeah, you know, he could
You'll
definitely do
never
that.
see him play a game overseas. Keep going.
You know, he ain't gonna be with them Shanghai Sharks.
Nigga, I just told you, you'll never see him playing a game overseas, nigga.
Now his pride ain't gonna let him get in the way of doing that. Nah, I don't see that either.
Nah, it ain't gotta be pride. His motherfucking resume say he don't have to do that.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, is he the only point guard in NBA history to have 20,000 or 25,000 points and 10,000 assists? That's very impressive.
Yeah, like I said, that little stint with the Lakers messed him up bad, bro. That messed him up, bro.
I just can't see him just, you know, going overseas playing, this, that, the third. Nah. As far as the rest of the other teams in the league, so they probably want to pick him up. As far as having him as a six man or vet presence in the game. In my opinion,
What about Chris Paul? This got to be his last year right here.
oh, he done. He done. He
Yeah,
done.
this got to be. He got to be. I mean, come on. I don't think he got
Nah,
too much. He ain't really got too left.
it's that. Hey, when
He a
that
Hall of
age
Famer. He
kick
might
in,
well hang it up. He a Hall of Famer. He might well just hang it up. Good.
yeah. He might as well,
Yeah, I don't see
especially
nothing that he
since
can do.
there
There's
ain't nothing
nothing.
he can't do with him.
Yeah, I mean the
I mean,
Clippers just.
now
I'm
Clippers done too.
I was like, dude, really? You going back to the Clippers, dude? I was shocked when they got Dame Dollar back the Blazers. I'm like, what? Will he even suit up for him again? Shit, I don't even
I
know.
mean, he wants to come back. He wants to come back home. I mean, I don't see
Yeah,
why not. Go back to the team that drafted you and gave you a shot.
we might not even see Dame put suit up again for them ball.
Probably not. It's possible. I say that it's possible. But
You think
I had to get him some credit.
you
He did
think
his
this
thing.
you think this LeBron last year right here?
Ooh. Depends on how he
No,
goes out this year.
no. It's not his last year, bro. No.
Ooh, I doubt it.
You don't believe?
1,000% is not his last year.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I said at the beginning if they win a title, I definitely believe he gonna play another year. But if they don't, he might consider
Oh,
retiring.
No, he's not retiring. There's 0% chance he retired.
nah. Because he gonna make sure. Well, for one of the other reasons,
The
he
only
gonna
way he
make
will
sure his other
retire
son gonna
is
get
if
in the
he
league.
has a. The only way he will retire is he has a career-ending injury. That's it. He ain't retire.
That's
Next.
gonna be crazy. 24 years. Nah,
No, that ain't crazy. Because think about it. The league, to be honest with you, the league needs a new face of it. Let these young bulls be the new face of the league, man. He had his time.
oh yeah.
He's gonna go there one day. He's gonna go there one of the greats of all time, no question. But he needs to step aside and let these young bulls, eat and let one of them be the face of the league because they need that.
Right.
They need new face. Get somebody like Shea or Wembyamba, guys like that,
Yeah, when we gonna
or
be the truth.
Giannis even. Yeah, get guys like that in there, man. I mean, he had his run. He had a great career. Um, but the things that he done over his career too to get to where he's at, it's been kind of really kind of shady. If you really want to be honest.
What you mean?
Hmm?
What you mean?
I mean, if it ain't, if it ain't, getting rid of some good players, whatnot, having leverage over certain teams that that you'll have this kind of not the kind of power as an owner, but still have that power to say, hey, I want you to go get this guy and get rid of this young bull here. They could be to potential to be some or whatever the
Right.
case may be. And and think about what he did to Cleveland that his first stint. Whoa, he set that team back some years when he went to the Heat.
Miami.
He set that team back. I mean, it's this time, man. And whenever
You
this
think
time he has
you
to
think he
retire,
left,
hey,
you
gotta
think
go.
that they had you think he left because old dude was sleeping with his mom, or he left because some other shit?
I can say it's a combination of both in their position. I think it's more of the fact that he felt like that he wasn't gonna win a championship there. He could have, to be honest with you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that he could have won it. He could have won a championship in Cleveland his first 8 years or 9 years there. You know, I just think that that's why I sit up there and say when people put him as the greatest of all time, now statistically you can say that he is, but in terms of just like the way he played the game or whatnot, I just don't see that in my opinion. Because like he could have been, he could have, I think he could have been in the top 2 or 3 in my opinion. But just the way he choked in so many big games, especially in the finals, I can't never put him in the same class as a Kobe or Jordan or Duncan or guys like that because he choked in the finals. He had the stack deck. Everybody knows this. They actually, if you really want to put it, they kind of had the better team, as far as top heavy. But my thing was you get held to 8 points in the fourth fucking quarter, 6 or 8 points in the fourth quarter, and you let guys like JJ Barrera shut you down at 10 or 5'11", and you 6'8", supposed to be posting them up or something. And I think most of that too with him is the fact that I don't think he really polished his skill set. I don't think he really strengthened his skill set either.
I mean, a lot of people overlook the fact that y'all got to look at the type of competition LeBron faced in the finals, man. I mean, Jordan never faced a 73-19, bro. Kobe never faced a
Oh, come on,
73 and
man.
19,
Oh,
bro.
come on, man. We don't want to go there by competition, man. We're not gonna go there by
I mean,
competition.
but come on, you got three of the best shooters in NBA history on one team. You know how
The three of the best. I
and
mean, yeah, you can say
that when they had the land claims, nobody was gonna beat that, bro. You can't beat that. Jordan never faced that, bro. Kobe never faced. LeBron would have had 6 rings by now if Durant wouldn't have went to go to state. He would have had it, bro. I guarantee you. He would have had it.
no. Here's my thing about that. When you
Come
said
on, man.
79,
Come on.
73 and
Yeah, it was
19 there,
73 and 9. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Who was gonna, bro, nobody was gonna
but
defend
look
that.
at the era he playing. But you got to look at the era y'all that he's playing in now. You can't play physical defense anymore like you used to. So of course, you know You gonna be able to beat a team like that. And then if Draymond would have never got suspended that goddamn game, the Warriors would have swept them.
The who?
And that's the truth. The Warriors would have swept them.
And which game? Which game you talking about? Which year?
That game where Draymond got suspended. That one game changed that whole
Oh,
series.
come on,
Where the
man.
people, yes it did, yes it did, yes it did, yes it did. Anybody that got basketball knowledge knows if you get one of your top defenders on that team gets suspended that whole game, it changed the whole trajectory of that series. They ain't come back and win 3-1 just because Kyrie played a hell of a goddamn game and he should have got MVP in my opinion.
Right. Right.
But because of who they suspended, and normally historically in any NBA Finals games, if a player did some of the things that Draymond did in the finals that year, and they played Cleveland, in those days he would probably wouldn't have got suspended. He probably would have got a heavy fine. But because they suspended him because of his reputation, that changed the whole series to me.
I never did really like Draymond, bro. I believe he's one of the dirtiest players in the league. Never really did like that nigga, bro, at all. I ain't even lying to you. He got good defense, but he a dirty ass player, bro. Like he
Let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. Who's the better defender all time? Draymond or Dennis Rodman?
Oh, man, get that to Rodman, man. Easy.
Okay.
Rodman already said on the broadcast I would have had Draymond eat out the palm of my hands if I was sitting in the league.
Easily. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And think about, and here's the other thing. I'm glad you said that. Think about the era this is now, where you got guys that are mentally weak, sensitive in a sense. Draymond especially. So imagine Rodman playing in this era where he'll be able to dominate the ball defensively just for his rebounding and playing great post defense. But don't let the size fool you with him too, because he also has quick feet too.
Right.
But the psychological game, he'll eat Draymond Green alive easily.
Uh-huh. I think Ben Wallace will probably use that as a lot. You know what I'm saying? Ben Wallace, the balls was tough too, man.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, his size, and then like I said, he also had quick feet too, but he was strong, strong as an ox.
Oh yeah, man. See me,
But
I
so
miss that mid 2000 basketball. That was my favorite era. With Carmelo them and T Mac. T Mac was my favorite player. I was on his fan page in middle school. That was my favorite player. And Kobe always said T Mac was one of his hardest opponents to guard and play against. He always named T Mac as number one.
And this thing that these cats, these young cats, that think they know basketball, got to understand about the era of 2000. It was so many great players on teams that it's not even funny. You had superstars and you had stars on each team. And it was competitive evenly. Think about the Western Conference at that time.
It was balanced. Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
It's not lopsided when he entered the league or whatnot, and then when he was in the East, where everybody know that this man, everybody sit up there and say, hey, he made it to the finals 10 times. I'm like, okay, would you want a cookie for that too? But he won 4 out of the team.
Right.
Anybody, I mean, shit, if you playing in a weak conference, man, of course you're going to make it to 10 finals.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I can't give I can't give dude that kind of credit, man, and you choke in
I don't even
these
like
big
it, bro.
games in the finals.
I don't like the fact that the West so stacked right now. He's like, I don't like that, bro. I don't. It's not
right now?
Oh, yeah, right now. I don't think that, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean it's not fair?
Well, I'm saying, though, competition-wise, like I said, we were talking about, early mid-2000s, how it was balanced. Everybody want to run to the East now. I mean, to the West now. It doesn't look like
But
all
you
the
got
stars, superstars on the East want to come to the West now. And now the East ain't got nobody, and it's harder and harder in the West to make it to the finals. Like I don't like that.
no. Then here's why. Here's why I got to shut down that argument of yours right there because you got to think about it. Now, Kobe played in a far tougher era in the West than he's playing right now, easily. And you want to know another? I'm not. I go with the eye test type of thing. I'm not a big stat guy, but did you know that in that particular era that Kobe played in, all those teams that made it to the playoffs that year was all 50-win teams. Every one of them, from number one to number eight.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I'm gonna have to Google that. I didn't even know that.
Every team in the playoffs that he played in, in one of those 2000s or whatnot, they all had 50 wins,
Dang,
50 or 60 wins. So you
dang.
can't sit up there and say that. I get it. I understand. People, don't like the aspect of it being stacked, but this what makes the greats the greats. Kobe didn't complain about the competition being stacked. Jordan damn sure didn't complain about the competition that was stacked. And he played at a tougher Eastern Conference than these cats playing right now. Got to take into consideration about stuff like that, man. Those cats didn't complain. No. Even I could easily sit up there and say that. I mean, my AI is my favorite player. He played in a tougher conference,
Right.
at that time too, because you had Milwaukee, which they played in Eastern Conference Finals. Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, and Glenn Robinson. Then you had in the West Image, you had the Raptors when they were pretty good, and they had Vince Carter and T Mac with the Magic. So I'm like,
Oh,
the balance was.
yeah, T Mac and Vince Carter on the same team at one point.
Yeah. So um they played in a tougher conference. Don't get me wrong, but they never sit up there and complain and bitched about it's too much competition or the basketball fan would say, hey, it's too much competition. No, you have to go to the grind if you want to be one of the greats.
True.
You got to. So
I'm
w-
thinking
what
it was at least 2 stars per team. You remember? I remember the times when
it
it was like at
was,
least
it
two,
really
two
was, it
superstars.
really
Two
was.
superstars. Not even want 3, 4, 5 on the team. Like, nah, that's no fun, man. Watch it. That's an all-star game. Come on now. It's no fun
Who got
watching that.
you said the West loaded. What you mean by the West? Why you said the West is too many
Well,
players on these teams.
they got a lot of stars want to play with stars now. You know what I'm saying? You never really had that before. You know what I'm saying? In the early basketball, like I said, it was like 2 stars per
Of
team.
course they didn't.
That's how I finished should be. At least 2 stars per team. See, that kind of
But
balances
here's the
everything out.
thing. But here's the thing. You got to look at it at this time now. The way OKC got their team, they did it through the draft. They actually did it through the damn draft. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
think Sam Preston gets the credit that he deserved building that team. And to think about this, he had the same type of team before KD, Russell, Westbrook, James Harden when they was young. Now, if
Right.
they would have kept, if they had the money to keep James Harden there, then they would have had a dynasty too. But
Right.
he wasn't going to make that same mistake twice, whatnot. Which the Clippers literally gave him a championship. If you really want to be honest,
Yep.
those draft picks turned out to be some young bulls. Shea's one of them. He's the head dog in that one. You got Lou Dort. You got JD. I mean, you got a lot of these cats. Chet Holmgren. They could thank the
Yeah.
they could thank the Clippers for that.
Huh.
So and Kawhi too, because he if he was going to come to the Clippers, they wanted him to get damn near rid of all their assets just for one player. And I'm not
Kawhi
saying
said,
that, and I'm not saying that Paul George was a scrub, but none. I mean, he was third in MVP voting basically that year when they traded for him. But you get rid of Shea, you get rid of these amount of first round picks, and now they about to potentially be a dynasty if they keep up with this youth. And the beautiful thing about OKC's situation, if they were to get the wrong draft pick that year, they got about three, four, five first round picks in the 4 5 in the 5 6 years, whatever. And some of
right.
them could be number one overall or whatnot in that position. Oh, of course you're gonna have a. That's how you build a team. Same thing with the Pistons. Same way. That's why
You
they.
think
That's why
you
they
think
ain't where
that
they
you
at
think
now.
you think this OKC team better than when Durant and Harden and Westbrook was over there with Perkins?
Oh no.
Hell no. Them guys had a squad, bro.
They did.
Them guys had a
They had
squad.
those three. They had those three thoroughbreds right there: KD, Harden, and Westbrook.
And that was a prime
And
Westbrook. That was just man.
all of them was in their prime. All of them was in their. All of them was
Well,
in their
yeah,
prime.
yeah, all of them. Yeah, I'm talking about that was when Westbrook was explosive, like off the two step. Oh my goodness!
And,
Anything in yam dog.
and Harden came off the bench as a six man too. So and then you had Durant was the guy at that point too. So I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, the boy.
I get them. Now, if they were to repeat, now I will sit up there and say that they might be a better team than they probably was when they had those three. Although those three are going to the Hall of Fame, but they probably
Yeah,
have a better team overall.
right.
And you know, I mean, and I like the way they should transition the league to these young bulls because it's it's their time, you know. And I get it, you know. Guys like KD and LeBron and Harden and they all and Westbrook them they still playing, they still balling, but I hate that I've let these young bulls go, you know. It's their time. Guys like Luca and Austin Reeves, them, it's their time.
I see what you're saying.
It's a young
Yeah,
man's game now here at this point.
once once Curry them and all of them, KD them and all of them retire, and that's when it's gonna be official.
Not just that, but I think it's gonna go back to. I think if everything goes the way it's supposed this way it's supposed to, I think the league will probably be in better hands then because the competition is gonna be back to being balanced at some point. You
You think
know,
so?
and I think they're gonna change and all this stuff that's going on right now. I think they is gonna change some rules next year. Best believe that.
To me,
All
it's
that
gonna be
low medicine shit.
to me it's gonna be like watching a college team with more athleticism.
Well, that's part of that's true,
Yeah,
but
that's what the
also
NBA gonna turn into. Because they're gonna have a whole, niggas evolving right now. There's gonna be some high flying shooters and all of that. It's gonna be like some young dudes, but way more athleticism. That's what the NBA gonna turn into. That's what it's turning into now.
but here's the thing. This is the reason why I don't really just be actually compare errors in that position because um, I think and I agree with what a lot of people would say that this era even when LeBron was when he was in his ninth or eighth year in the league or whatever. Yeah, they more skilled. I give them that, but as far as fundamentally sound, I just don't see it. The guys in the 2000s, they were more fundamentally sound.
Oh
They
yeah,
was athletic, but they used their IQ and their fundamentals to dominate the game.
right.
That people would sit up there and ask, would say, uh, I think somebody asked me this the other night, said who had the better rookie season, that year, LeBron or Tim Duncan. And to me, I say Tim Duncan, to be honest with you, because LeBron came in as a raw, super athletic, gifted player in the league when he first got drafted, and he was also he was supposed to be the next best thing basically. Duncan, on the
Well,
other hand,
I don't know
was
about that because the rookie LeBron took down Detroit Pistons when Kobe couldn't beat him.
they didn't make the playoffs that year.
The Cavaliers?
Nah, they didn't make the playoffs that year when LeBron first got in the league.
You
No,
sure
no,
about I'm not to
I'm
look. I'm not
positive.
to look this down.
I ain't got to Google that. I know for sure they didn't make the playoffs that year when LeBron first got drafted. They had a little bit of a better record than they had that the year before they drafted them, but they didn't make the playoffs that year. Now
Oh, okay.
Melo made the playoffs that year when the Nuggets had him when they drafted him, and I think the Heat made the playoffs that year and when they had Wade. So
Oh, yeah. Okay.
that the
All
reason why I say if Duncan had the better rookie season, it wasn't just about them making the playoffs or whatnot. I think that Duncan had a better polished game than LeBron that has. And think about it. I mean, yeah, LeBron relied on his athletic ability, which there's nothing wrong with that. Duncan, on the
right.
other hand, he was athletic. Don't get me wrong, but he was more polished coming into the league.
More humble, yeah.
Yeah, he
Humble
was more
dude.
polished. Yeah, because
The Spurs had a
LeBron,
squad, dude. Them dudes had a
huh?
team, bro. They had a
Who?
good ass team, bro. The Spurs with Duncan
They had
and
they had
Tony and all of them. They had a good ass
no
team,
no no
bro.
no 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 no. What I'm saying is, as a rookie, when he came in the league as a rookie, David Robinson was still there, but he was aging too. He was being more a little bit injury prone or whatnot at the time. And they had like a mix of young players and vets on that team when they drafted Duncan. Now,
Duncan never played for no other team, just the Spurs.
yes, the Spurs.
Oh, all right, yeah, I figured that.
And the thing is, like, he could have had the same type of record as Jordan if he would have never lost in the finals to the Miami Heat that year.
Who Miami had?
They had Bosh, Wade, and LeBron, and they also added Ray Allen. They had a pretty good squad that year too, and they won it. But the thing was, people just thought that they was going to run all over the Spurs because they were an older team that year, you know. But they
Right.
got saved. But they got saved because LeBron missed the game-winning shot, and luckily, um, Bosh had the rebound and got the rebound, passed it, kicked it out to the corner of Ray Allen, and he killed it from the corner, and the rest is history. After that, they won the game in every series. But
What year was it when the Spurs had Kawhi Leonard? Because
oh,
he was
the
like
very that
he was
the
their
very
champ.
I think it was, yeah, I think it was the very next year.
That was that next year. Matter of fact, that was the year that they played Golden State. Golden State wound up beating them, but only because Kawhi Leonard sprained his ankle. I know you remember that.
Yeah, those guys were retiring anyway. I think Duncan had retired after they won that championship. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kawhi was killing
So
them, man, but the Golden State wound up beating them because Kawhi wound up had to sit out 2 weeks. I
yeah,
remember that
they ended up
game.
yeah
Matter
they
of
ended
fact,
up beating them.
I'm trying to remember the guy name that hurt him. It was a tall white guy. I forgot who. I think he still purposely hurt his
I,
Kawhi on purpose.
I already know you talking about Zaza Pachulia.
That's not that. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that's why I just when I think about LeBron, I kind of agree with some of the guys that say that. Okay, I didn't seen him play. I never really seen him really just strengthen his weaknesses. He didn't strengthen his weaknesses like his post game, his mid range game. I mean, he done got better shooting the three, but he as an older player like he is right now, that's the main thing you really want to get at is, I mean, the facilitating go it's gonna take him, it's gonna keep his career going. But as far as just like you got getting that post at 6'8" or something like that, you use your that's where your fundamentals has to come in my opinion. I just don't think that he's never really just strengthened his weaknesses like the post game, the mid range game, little bits and pieces like that. There, that's why when Kobe won the championship that year, or I think it was probably that when they won it in I think it was in 2009 or something. No, yeah, 2009 or whatever. That man
Yeah.
got back in that damn gym and learned the dream shake from Hakeem and taught him the post game or whatnot. And that's where you see Kobe became the complete player that he was. He was already athletic. He still was athletic, but the IQ and the footwork and things like that. As soon as he won it, he went back into that gym, learned from Hakeem Olajuwon, and people might not agree with this, but his post footwork and his mid range game was far better than Jordan's. He was just a better post player version of Jordan when he was older
Well, yeah, that was like
because
Karl Malone.
Hmm?
That's like Karl Malone too, huh? Good post player.
Yeah, but when you have a traditional point guard like John Stockton at that time when they were playing together, feeding that rock, man, you get eat any shots you want, and then he was lethal with that mid range jumper too. So yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and that's why I sit up there and say all the time that, I mean, people can sit up there and say he can. I ain't gonna sit up there and say that LeBron could play in any era, but I'm not gonna sit up there and say that he would dominate in any era either, because you still had to go through those guys to get there.
Right.
So now, if you were to put guys like shit, if you were to put guys like um Penny Hardaway, I'm talking about these were stars. I mean, these was like super potential superstars. If you put guys like Penny or Grant Hill, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, um, hell, Petrovic, guys like that in that '90s era, early
Yeah.
2000s, to
Mm-hmm.
to this one, they'll act. Well, they'll be averaging at least 20, probably up to the high 30s, in my opinion, because it wasn't no hand. It's no hand checking. That's the difference in between this era, even when LeBron was playing, and the era in the '80s, '90s, and even the early 2000s. Because you still could play defense. Now you look at the era we see now. There's no real defense being played, not even in out perimeter or in the post.
What's the name? What's the name of that 7-foot shooter that they had on the Kings back in the day?
7 foot
That 7, yeah, he was about 7 foot. Always used to shoot that corner shot.
pager.
Oh, who?
You talking about pager?
Stojakovic.
Stojakovic.
Stojakovic, yes. That was one of my favorite shooters, bro.
Yeah, he was lethal too. That's another player I can say that he was lethal too. When the
Yo,
Kings had an excellent team.
oh yeah, they had a nice little team at that time. They went to the playoffs a couple times, huh? I think 2
They
years
went to the
ago.
West. Yeah, when they got screwed at the Western Conference Finals that year when they played the Lakers, I remember that like
Yeah,
crazy. They screwed
yeah.
them out of that one. That's proof they screwed them out of it. And like I said, people forget about teams like those because they had Chris Webber. Before they had Mike Bibby, they had Jason Williams. They had a loaded squad.
Oh yeah.
Divox, even the Valley Divox get dominated in this era too. Easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
They had
that's
some
why I
talent.
say, yeah, oh yeah, they
They
was
had some
deep too.
talent. They had some talent. Yeah, talent back then that if you bring in today, Them balls elite. Yeah, I agree. It
And
was
then
just like they said,
when they had got
different. It wasn't all
yeah,
that
because when
crime
they
and shit back in the day.
nah, it was just shit. It was some bogus. It was some questionable calls throughout that series with the Lakers and the Kings. Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was like that there, and people said that oh, Shaq was carrying the Lakers. I'm like, no. If you really watch the whole series and the times him and Kobe did play together, it was Kobe that was the one that was you know taking over when the need to be took over. Now, if he had a mismatch, this, that, and the third, yeah, I'm gonna feed the big man all day long. But when it's time for me to take over the game, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right,
Especially if he's in foul trouble or he's injured, yeah, I'm gonna take over the game. That's when you knew that Kobe was the guy. I
right.
just didn't like the disrespect they were showing this man after he passed. That's what upset me more about this era because the level of disrespect that they were showing Kobe.
Who's that?
I mean, just people just in general saying that he wasn't the top five player of all time or even top two or three.
Oh, I mean, nah, you gotta put him somewhere up there, but you might think I'm crazy. I still take LeBron over him though.
I mean, of course you're gonna take. I mean, hey, I respect your opinion, but
Because a lot
I
of
wouldn't
people, a
put
lot
it.
of people understand. A lot of people understand, bro. Kobe was a ball hog, bro. Kobe, I always say Kobe will be the last superstar I would ever want to play with on the team. Don't pass the
Why?
ball,
Because
bro.
he listen. When you have to think about it too, though. When you're when the team after when they traded Shaq, do you remember the team they had when after they traded Shaq? Yeah, Oldham was nice.
No. But they still had some shooters like Derek Fisher and all of them. You know, Rick Fox at least still
I
had
mean,
them, right?
yeah, I agree, but they, I just think that he didn't have the right pieces. He had Derek Fisher and Lamar Odom. They were complementary to his game. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
the rest of them, no, the rest of them. And I mean, and people could sit up there and say that that he wasn't a solid player for him. I I I think Kwame Brown did an excellent job playing that center position that year when he was with the Lakers. I believe that he can get you 10 rebounds a game. He can get you a few buckets here. He can alter shots or whatnot. I mean, but they just to me they just didn't have enough scorers. You can have shooters,
I mean,
but you got to
y'all
have
had a
another.
good
You got
solid
to have
big.
another.
Y'all
You got
had
to have yeah. You got to have
Andrew Bynum.
who?
Andrew Bynum was a nice solid big.
Potentially he was.
Yeah, he
Potentially,
was nice.
I'm saying potentially he was. I'm not saying he wasn't. But we seen the real Andrew Bynum when he went to the fucking Philadelphia Sixers. See what I'm saying? And they told me right there, like, ah, well, shit. The way I see that now. I mean, they made him look good, especially playing alongside Paul Gasol. Well, he was also a polished scoring big man too. People forget
Um,
when he was with Memphis, he was nice too when he was with Memphis.
right. Oh yeah.
So when you playing alongside somebody like that, that's gonna create mismatches at the power forward position. Yeah, Andrew Bynum gonna look good with catching some lobs and getting the post here and there. But he never really showed his full potential because he didn't put in the work. The same way with Shaq. Kobe said this out of his own mouth. If Shaq would have had that same work ethic like he did, or guys like Jordan or any one of those greats I mentioned, Shaq would be the best player in NBA history. And I believe that because of his size, not just his size, but to see a big man that's 7'1", 300 some pounds, especially if he's lean and healthy and can dominate, nobody wouldn't better stop him. If he really took his physical condition seriously.
Right.
I believe that. But he dominated where he wasn't even at his peak potential.
True.
That's the scary part about it. What people don't talk about when they mention guys like Shaq or who else I can say that would have had that would have been the next big dominant big man too if he would have just stayed if really stayed healthy. Greg Oden, he was another one.
Oh Lord, that nigga,
Yeah,
that
he was
nigga,
another one. Yeah, he was another one.
they had a couple of them. What's his name? I'm trying to think his name real quick.
Brandon Roy, that Trailblazer team, that same Trailblazer team that Kobe went up against, they had a young Brandon Roy, a young LaMarcus Aldridge, and a young Greg Oden.
Yeah, I forgot all about Aldridge. I forgot all about him.
That's why I say the competition. People can holler about and say what they want to say about the competition wasn't this, and the third. But you have to look at who. That's why I say that you put guys like some of these cats that everybody want to say that they're the greatest. You put them in that type of conference that Kobe played in. Mm-mm. Ain't no way you're gonna be able to beat them. And the Portland Trailblazers that year kind of remind you of OKC when they had Harden, Westbrook, and Durant.
Oh yeah, my boy had a squad. They had
Yeah,
a couple
Portland had.
teams that I could go back on that I could see them. They really had I remember the Suns was one of my favorite teams with Sean Marion and all of them on there.
Yeah, but the only problem was they didn't play defense.
I mean, you had Amar Stoudemire and Amar Stoudemire was a good center. He was a decent center. I think he was a decent center for
Who?
them. Oh, there is Amar Stoudemire.
Yeah, he played power forward.
He
He
used to
was a
play center
monster.
for him.
No, no,
He
no, no,
never
no.
played
He
center.
played power forward. No, no, no.
Man, who was the center for the Suns?
Primarily. I think they had. See that year they had it center. I want to say. No, he was on the bench. I was going to say Jake Foster, but he was on the bench. I'm trying to think who else played center. No, I think he did play center. You're right. He probably did play center
Yeah, I think he
that
played.
year. They had Sean Marion. That they could put Sean Marion at the 4 or the 5. Oh, 4 or the 3.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They had
Sean
Quentin
Marion.
Richardson.
Quentin
They had Quentin
Richardson.
Richardson.
Richardson
They
was
had
nice
Joe
from the minute.
Johnson.
From
Yeah,
the
they had
minute.
Joe Johnson. Yep. Steve Nash. They had a pretty good offense, but the problem was, man, they just they couldn't stop nobody. I mean,
They never,
Marion was the exception, but the rest of
Nash,
that
Nash
squad they
never
couldn't
won the
play
ring.
defense.
Nash never
Nope,
won the ring.
nope,
I could have sworn that the Suns won the ring. The Bulls didn't win the ring.
n- nope. And the crazy thing about it was they was in the Western Conference Finals against the Spurs that year when they could have went to the finals,
Damn.
but they
I,
couldn't get by Tim Duncan there. They couldn't get by the big three there, and they always kept a veteran team every year Duncan's played. That's what separates the good teams from the greats. Like the Suns
right.
was a good team, but when you play against guys like the Spurs, they had a great team because they had everybody that they needed, to complement those big three: Duncan, Parker, Ginobili.
They had Danny Green at the time.
They think that was later in Duncan's career, probably.
Who's the other? They had another. Who's the backup point guard? They had a decent backup point guard for the Spurs. He was pretty
Back
good.
in the day,
Yeah.
Patty Mills.
Patty Mills. Yeah. Yeah. Patty Mills is man. Patty Mills had a nice little shooting game at that time. He still do, but he done now. But at that time, though, Patty Mills was like kind of nice.
Yeah, and I mean, shit. I mean, that's why I say that hell. The teams that you look at right now in this era, man, they wouldn't even stack up to the teams in the past. In my opinion, because
Oh,
they had guys. Because imagine you played like if Duncan was in his prime and played in his era, he'll average 45 and give 15 rebounds or something like that. I think he'd probably average at least 40 because of his scoring ability in the post. Because nobody wouldn't be able to stop him. And on
dang.
defense, I mean, he'll better lock you down too.
Dang.
So
Oh,
don't
yeah, they had.
so don't let that yeah. So that 6'11" or 7 foot frame fool you because he didn't have muscle or nothing. He was deceptively strong, but he was also quick on his feet.
Who's
Even when
that?
he was older, even when he was older, Duncan.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Duncan the best power forward of them. For sure, for sure.
Easy.
Definitely.
And and man, and then you got and then you got then also the 2000s part of it too. You had the Mavericks when they had Steve Nash when he was like the second option on that team. Then you had Dirk was the main option, and you had Michael Finley when he was still in his prime.
Uh,
So I mean, it's like I said up there said, there's a lot of teams in that era, man, that people don't quite remember or don't give them credit for.
I know a lot of people forgot about my boy Steph Murray back in the day.
Oh yeah, Strawberry, yeah, he was
Yeah,
he
I
was
just
nice.
you actually young nigga that's in the heat, you'll be like, who? Who's that?
They wouldn't know who Strawberry was.
Oh the hell, man, they don't. What's his name? Sebastian Telfair. They don't know none of them boys, man.
Now, Tefred was nice, but like I said, I don't think he really played up to his potential either. Yeah, I think he
Nah,
let
yeah,
that.
I agree.
He
I
let
agree.
that. He let that. He let that. To me, and this was the problem with these players in the league now. Not just that they're entitled. I think even when LeBron was like in his 10th or 11th year, then you got guys doing the super team shit. So they was entitled. Now you
Right.
pass on that entitlement to this era. To me, and
Yep.
the reason why I say that is because you had guys, man, that just they get their ball, they get their money and get their ball and go home.
Yep.
They don't want
It's
to
like
play 82
it's like
games.
the more we go into the future, the more and more sports is getting corny and corny. Like I said, the mid 2000s was the best era for all sports. Now today, like I said, look at boxing. Yeah, YouTubers fighting professional boxing. Like that's stupid. And look at it today. All the superstars want to be on one team. It's like sports starting to become a joke now, bro. It's not like
It,
you like you. Like I mentioned before, in like the mid 2000s, that was the best era right there. I mean, like I said, that was the best times right there.
I would say early 2000. I say I stretch it a little bit further because
Early
the one thing,
2000s.
yeah, I stretch that a little further. To me, and I've been watching basketball since I was about 5 or 6 years old. Um, and then gotten the knowledge of as I got older, I gained more basketball history knowledge as far as the guys, came before the ones we discussing now. And I would
Right.
say the best basketball was really in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s because they
Okay.
competed. They competed. They wanted to fucking win. They wanted to see who's the fucking best. They didn't give
Mm.
a fuck about the money was good, don't get me wrong, but to say you the best at your position or to say you the best in the damn league, that mattered then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, to prove that.
The competition level to me is dipped now because these guys don't really want it. I mean, I think these young guys want it now. I'm talking about when guys like that's why I can never say that that guys like Durant or LeBron or Harden and those guys, I can't sit up there and say they're in the top 5 or top 10 to me because You got to have a killer instinct to want to win. You got to be a killer if you really want to win a championship. But you also got to be a killer if you want to prove that you're the best in the league.
Right.
These guys don't. I mean, some of these guys, you got some young killers in the game. Don't get me wrong, but they not compared to guys like a Kobe, or T Mac, or AI.
They don't have
Fuck.
this.
If you want me to stretch, no. Yeah, and then you want me to stretch to the '90s. You got a young Shaquille O'Neal, a young Penny Hardaway, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, guys like that. They wanted it.
Uh-huh.
Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Chris Muller. Then you want to put it stretch it further to the '80s. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Mark Aguilera, Vinnie Johnson, Dennis Rodman when he was a young, athletic Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
You got guys that wanted it. That's why it's hard for guys in the '90s and the '80s to respect, even some guys in the 2000s. It's hard for these guys that played and paved the way for these cats to be balling the way they is. It's hard for them to respect this era because they don't want to be great. They got the skills to want to be great, but they don't want to put in the work to be great.
Yeah, spoiled. Be spoiled, bro. Spoiled generation.
I agree, it is for 'em. When if you get $100 and some million damn dollars out of guaranteed and shit, it's not like the NFL. They gonna make you work hard for your goddamn money. That's why I respect about the NFL, because they gonna make you work hard to get your money.
Oh yeah.
Imagine you giving a shit, and I still can't get it to this damn day. You give a dude a guaranteed roster spot and a little something on the table, and you know the dude's a goddamn bum, yet you still give him this kind of money, just like the Parson Chandler deal. Gave this man $100 million. He ain't did a goddamn thing since then. That's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Andrew Bynum. That's another one, the same one we talked about earlier. Philly gave him $128 million. Oh, you see this nigga looking like a goddamn doo-wop mop on the head, sitting on the goddamn bench. He ain't never been the same since he got that money. Ben Simmons, another one.
Oh, Buzz.
Now, people can sit up there and say what they want to say about the call. They say what they want to say about Kwame being a bust. I don't see him being a bust. Because if you playing 12 years in the league like that, you put in work. You deserve your respect right there because you put in the work. You got guys like Ben Simmons that getting this kind of money and ain't putting in no kind of goddamn work, in my opinion.
To me, his best highlights is from the dunk contest.
I mean, this the same Ben Simmons that they was trying to compare him to LeBron James. But the motherfucker couldn't shoot. Then all of a sudden, the motherfucker scared to go to the basket. What kind of shit is this? That's a bust. You stealing money from the 76ers and the goddamn Brooklyn Nets. Make that make sense to me. You literally stealing money. And putting out these.
Like, then I like. Have you seen a player that's of LeBron caliber that you can name that came like after him? Like, is there anybody that you could think of that has the same type of caliber as LeBron had, like when he first came in, like till 9 stuff?
Right now,
who had that impact? Yeah, that's why I say he definitely you gotta put LeBron on Mount Rushmore. He up there. He gotta be. I mean, like dude been dominant. The dude overall been 90 something for 20 something years. He ain't even go down on 2K. You know what I'm saying? Overall, still the same. I mean, like
I
the
mean,
dude
the
that
people.
he definitely
Yeah,
on the Rushmore, but you gotta put him up there.
yeah, but here's the reason why I can never put him up
Nobody,
there.
and another thing, nobody gonna beat that damn scoring record, man. Ain't nobody gonna beat that scoring record.
Of course, when you
Nobody.
playing, look, when you playing over 20 goddamn years, longevity shit that don't count that counts, but to me, what counts that's most importantly is your fucking finals record. And the amount of times that you choked away games where you could have just took over. That's why I say guys like T-Bag, AI, Kobe, and Jordan, Bird and Magic, they live for moments like that. Ain't no way you can sit up there and say
No. I
they
mean,
finna
no.
sit up
He
there and
did.
choke.
Nah, LeBron did have some times too. I see what you're saying. When he kind of, came up a little short, but he definitely had a lot of times, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Came through with some clutch times for damn sure and won some games. You like, I see
Some
him.
games, we're talking about the finals. We ain't talking about some games. We talking about the finals. I'm talking about when your record's 4-6, man, and you got the third worst goddamn record in NBA history in the finals. Come on now.
But you see, once again, that goes back to look at the competition he was facing the last couple of years in the finals. Look the type of competition. Man, that's hard,
You
bro.
think
That's all facing serious
look,
competition.
bro, you can't call yourself the GOAT if you're gonna bitch about the
Oh,
competition to
come
play
on
against.
now, man. Bro. Not
You
even
can't
because
be. You can't.
no play,
You can't.
no player that you listen to me, bro. No player that you name would have beat that Golden State team, bro. Nobody that you
I can
name.
name a I can name a couple teams that would have easily destroyed Golden State.
Please do name.
In two or three different eras, I can name a team that could have destroyed that squad.
Man, that team would have outshot any other team in any other era, bro. I'm
They
telling
were
you.
now they listen, and here's the other thing. I'm glad you said that. You put let me ask you this. Do you think a 73 win team would be able to play in the 80s? No.
No, what?
Do you think they
It
would have?
depends on what you're talking about, like in bully ball. No,
No,
I
no, no,
mean,
no, no,
no.
no, no. I'm talking about no. We talking about bully ball. I'm talking about overall basketball.
Oh, yeah.
The style of play that they played. Do you
Oh,
really
yeah.
think they'll be able to do? They'll be able to do the stuff that they did in this era back in the
Dude, listen
80s?
to me. I believe Curry would have been averaging 50 a game.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. Not in that era. No. Here's the
No?
reason why I say that. Here's why I say that. A guy like Joe Dumars would have pressed on Curry,
What?
and the hand checking was legal. Listen,
Well, I
and the
don't know. I
hand
don't know too
checking
much
was
about him.
legal.
I don't know too much about him, so.
I know about them cats like that. That he would have pushed up on Curry. He wouldn't let him get off the shot. And the hand checking was legal. So they wouldn't better get off the shot on nothing. And think about Klay Thomas as an off ball scorer.
Catch a shoot.
All they have to do is travel with him, put hands on him, whatever. It was legal. So
They would have.
they wouldn't be able to do all that.
What about
No.
Durant?
They
What
wouldn't.
about Durant?
Durant. Oh shit. I think he would be, but I don't think he would be dominated because you got again the physical defense. All you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is have somebody like Rodman. Prime example. Put him on Rodman. Rodman would have him losing his fucking mind easily because of the psychological warfare, and he would have got off his game that easy.
I
And then
believe
they played physical.
Robin would have been, yeah, Robin. I mean, yeah, Robin would have put it on. Then Robin was
Even
he way more bigger. He's bigger than Kevin Durant too, like muscular. So he would have been like
yeah,
tossing
strong.
him around a little
Exactly.
bit. He'd been tossing.
He would have bullied him. He would have bullied him.
Yeah, he'd have tossed him a little bit. But I believe he would have. KD know how to draw the fouls though, so I believe your boy probably would have
They
fouled
weren't gonna
out
let
at
him
some
get them
point.
cheap ass fouls. They wouldn't let him get them cheap ass fouls either. Mm-mm. You got to in that era. you had to be. It's two things you had to be in that era when you played in the 80s and the 90s, especially. You had to be physically tough, but you also had to be mentally tough too. Because if you let somebody like Dennis Rodman or even Bill Laimbeer or guys like Anthony Mason or Charles Oakley take you out your game like that, that's shit. That's it for you. All they gotta do is put a body on you and just get
Right.
a couple of hard fouls on your here and there, which they probably wouldn't be thrown out the game for. They'll probably just play if you playing physical basketball. So basically, this ballerina basketball that I see now, yeah, they'll put up. Of course, they in their era where they can put up 30 or 40 points a game in this era. They is, but when I say about the 80s and 90s, I don't think they wouldn't be able to do that because of the hand checking rule and the style of play that was being played in those days in the 90s, in the 80s, because they played defense. They didn't sit up there and let
Right.
motherfucker get in the goddamn lane and shit. No,
I believe LeBron couldn't make it in that era, but people need to stop saying he wouldn't have made it. Like, he could have made it, bro.
no, no.
I mean, like,
Now,
he would
I
have
give
made
you
it,
that.
bro.
Now he probably would. Now he could probably play in that era based on his size or whatever. But again, you got to go through who you got to go through.
Yeah, he would have adjusted to, I believe he would have adjusted according to the era. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to play physical, then I believe he can be physical. He's
He
flopping
ain't
and
gonna
shit.
be
I
able to
mean,
play
like, he
physical.
trying to get to the
No,
free
no,
throw
he
line
wouldn't.
and shit.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be able to do that.
You don't think so?
And let me see. Him being 6'8", he got the body. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if he gonna be able to take the kind of punishment
You don't think so?
coming in the lane
They
like
had
that.
they
No,
had niggas they had niggas softer than LeBron in that era now. Not all niggas was tougher
in
than
this
LeBron.
era, yes, I can agree. I'm talking about at that era when you had some
I'm talking about
goddamn
that era I'm talking
enforcers.
about too. I'm talking about the
I'm
era
talking
you
no, no,
talking
no.
about.
I'm talking about them. That don't no, no, no. He playing against these guys that ain't gonna check him like that at the rim. You had enforcers in that era that not gonna let you get up in there. Matter of fact, the golden rule in the 80s and 90s, especially the 90s, if you think you just gonna come in here like one time or whatever, we're gonna check you this time. If you get in there one time, we're gonna check you there. I guarantee the rest of the game you ain't gonna get back up in there. That's how they played. They're not gonna let you sit up there and just bully ball your way to the lane like that. No, not those guys. No, no.
Nah, but bro, if LeBron coming in off a 2-step, it could just have to be a collision because they're not gonna just bully him neither out the air like that.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll be able to. Think about who he had to go against if he were to. If he would played against the Knicks in the 90s, the Davis boy. I mean, the Davis boys with the goddamn pit. I mean, with not the Pistons, with the Pacers.
Yeah.
He had to go through Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley with in the Knicks, man, and Patrick Ewing anchoring the defense. Ain't no way they weren't gonna let him get in there. No, his best bet would have been, and I always said this: use your size. You can't always use this here. Now, if he has some, now the other thing I do question is I don't think his ball. People think his ball handling is top tier. It's okay, but it's not. It's not the kind of ball handling it's not the ball handling you're gonna need if you're gonna play in that. I'm just being honest. They're not gonna let you razzle dazzle in there like that. No, they would have checked him with a bow to the chest or something. They would have checked him. Yeah, they would have checked him. Shit.
They were more physical. I definitely agree. It sure was more physical.
They would have
But
checked him. They would have checked his big ass at that goddamn before he even get to the free throw line. Now he won't be able to do all that shit now. Not in that era, no. Now
oh,
he could play in that era, I agree, but he wouldn't be as dominant as people think.
what? Come on. So
He
you, so you
wouldn't.
think so you think Jordan would have had 6 rings in this era?
In what era?
This era, you think Jordan would have had 6 rings in this era?
Jordan? Oh shit! Yeah. Who's gonna stop him?
Huh? Who's gonna stop him? Oh, come on
Yeah,
now,
who?
bro.
Name one.
I mean,
Name
they
one.
had we they had some pretty good defenders now at the time. Like they, I mean,
Name one.
it's not a minute. I mean, like I said, John he would have still been John, but not as dominant, I believe.
Oh yeah, he would have been dominant because here's why. It wasn't. It's no hand checking in his era. John would have been a shit. That man would have been to the damn line at least 10 times a game or more, and then his post and nobody don't play traditional basketball like he does when it comes to the post as a shooting guard. So he don't really just have to do what LeBron does, like to bully his way to the basketball. I mean to the rim. Jordan had the post move, and then his mid range game was just as great as his footwork in the post. So who's going to actually stop him? And then on top of that, there's no hand checking. That's a different if if he would have played in his era and it's hand checking, but it's no hand checking in his era. So yeah, he would have been he still would have been drawn, but I think he would have got six. Especially and it also depending on the type of players that he want to play that he wanted around him.
Right. That's a tough one
So
right
yeah,
there. That's a
so
tough because
yeah,
you always have people that asking that question. They be like, "Oh, man," somebody say, "Oh, so you probably had 10." I said, "Man, stop the cap, man. Stop the
man,
cap."
Jordan to get fucking do the average 40, 45 or whatever. Kobe average 40 or 45 right now. Shit, easy. And then
That's
we
what I'm
not.
saying. If
I ain't even
Kobe
talked
couldn't
about
do
the
it,
defense.
that's another reason I don't think John could do because Kobe couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? If Kobe ain't got six, I don't believe John would have had six. Because they basically
Now
like the
Jordan would have.
players.
No. Jordan would have got six. No, Jordan would have got six. He would. Here's how I would. Here's how I would have think it would. Now, I think both of them would have got six. It's just when they've been playing each other, every year in the finals. If they was on opposite teams.
Right.
So and then I mean I just don't see anybody stopping them because you have to think about it.
I
They can
think
play both sides.
Kobe had a slighter edge over MJ, not in defense, but when it comes to
Who?
uh shot uh shot creation, I think Kobe had a slighter edge over MJ.
They,
Just
I
the
think
move.
yeah, I think so. I think so too. I can agree with that.
Yeah, I think Kobe would have been a lot more. Would have created a lot more shots than MJ could if they was facing each other. Because I see Kobe shoot some crazy damn shots, bro. I see John
So
shoot
did
some
Jordan
crazy
too.
shots, but not like Kobe, bro. Not like that dude, bro.
I seen MJ shoot some crazy shit too, but my thing is though, like I give slight edge on that because I think Kobe is far more polished as far as the footwork and the post moves than
Oh
Jordan
yeah.
was. Because Jordan just had that little shimmy in the tournament. This, and he out and that triple threat.
And
And then another thing
Jordan
to
was
that
the
triple
better.
threat.
Jordan was the better defender, but at the same time, it was just hard to stop Kobe 1-on-1. So
Yeah, that
either
would have
way,
been.
that would
Oh,
have
that would
been
have been
that
the
would have
whole.
been some shit to watch right there. That would have been something to watch right there.
Yeah, and then to think about it, these two dudes want to win on top of that shit. I mean, that's what you want to see as a basketball fan. But then when you got guys that like to cherry pick their teams who they want to play with or whatever, just because they see what they doing over there, and they want to talk about, oh, I want to play with this guy, or this guy. You think Jordan guys like Kobe and Jordan and Bird and Magic would have stuff that say, hey, I want to play with Jordan. No, I want to play with Magic. No, they ain't want to do that. Neither one of them. Isaiah Thomas, neither one of them want to do that. Now, AI
Uh,
guys like that, no, no.
nope.
Uh,
That's why I said that's the things I miss right there.
And then, like somebody pointed out on one live stream, I was the same live stream or whatever. I think one of the guys pointed this out too. There's no more rivalries either,
Nope.
because think about it, it's not because this the other thing I hate about this era. It's too many of these motherfuckers being on this buddy type shit.
Oh yeah. Nope.
I can't. I know people gonna say that they wasn't there. Now they want to win just like the next man. No, It's too many guys that's on that friendly shit with his head shaved and dapping each other up after the game. Before I'm not gonna dap your ass up before and after the game. Now I'll dap you up after the game and say good game here. This, that, and the third. I'm still gonna bust your ass the next game. But I'm not gonna dap you up before the game, and I might dap you up after. Depends. But that's as far as I'm gonna go because I'm not gonna give you give you no free pass about they have a good game. I was like, no. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna bust your ass and be done with it. Because it just ain't there. That's why I say the competitive. That's why I always brought up about the competitive spirit. It's not there because there's no more rivalries. You had guys where people remember clearly. You had the Celtics and the Lakers. They hated each other. Shit, the damn pit. Don't get me started on the Pistons and the goddamn Lakers or the Celtics. My gosh.
Well, to me, we still got a little rivalry between Golden State and the Lakers, I believe. I think it's still like a little rivalry.
That's not even a rivalry. That's not even a rivalry. No. They too friendly. That's what I'm saying. They too friendly.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like a little tension every time they play each other right there.
Yeah. They tried. They said that's that fake tension. I want the goddamn kind of tension I seen in the goddamn playoffs in 97, 98, goddamn when the Heat and the goddamn Knicks went at it. And they scrapping on the goddamn floor. Had Jeff Van Gundy dragging on the goddamn floor trying to break the shit up or grab one of them by the damn leg. I want to see that kind of shit. I ain't talking about this all slapping hands and then getting each other face and don't do shit. I want to see it like, motherfucker, I don't like you. I know I'm better than you, and I don't like you. Nah, motherfucker, I'm better than you. I want that.
Well, yeah, they got the rules changed. They finding people now and all that for all that now. You know what I mean? So
that's why I say it's soft. The game became soft. That's why when people ask me, like, so I remember one guy asked me, like, I ain't gonna say debate me, but he asked me a simple question. Asked me, do I watch the game? Now I'm like, dude, I haven't watched the NBA game in years. And the reason why I haven't watched the game this much because it got soft. I'm not comfortable watching the game where these cats be bitching and complaining about calls and trying to get get free throws 25 times a game or some stuff like that. And then on top of the other shit, they don't play defense. They be flopping. They don't play physical. No, they don't let them play physical. So and then the competitive. That's the other thing I look at more so than anything too in this era. It ain't enough competitiveness in my opinion. Yeah, you balling, but I want to see some fucking killer in you.
Right.
I want to see the shit where I seen goddamn me guys like AI took a nigga's ankle and walked over his ass without no hesitation. I want to see shit like that.
Oh yeah, them things definitely old. They ain't gonna let that come back like that, man. Like I said, the generations, it only gonna go down from here, bro. It only gonna go down.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I hope it doesn't, but I honestly believe that I don't think it will because I think I think more so now. And I think that's why I agree with Ticket when he said that it was a great idea to bring Jordan in as a contributor because he's gonna give you the goddamn real. He doesn't give a fuck who you are. Now, when he set up that mention about load management and shit, I 100% agree with him. Because you got folks that love the game. They ain't come to watch no goddamn scrubs play. Came to see their favorite player play, and then you sitting up on the damn bench in street clothes and shit.
Hold on. To retire for 2 years, that's not load management?
Who?
Retiring for 2 years and coming back, that's not load management?
No, it's not load management. Load management to me is goddamn it when you.
Load man. Of course it is.
No, it's not. Let me tell you the reason.
That's
Let me tell you the reason. Okay. Listen, the reason why. Here's the reason. When Jordan first retired the first year, he thought he did what he did. It proved, what he could prove at a high level. He wanted to try something different. He wanted to play baseball. I give him that 2 years. Retired for 2 years that year. When the Rockets won it, even when Jordan came back, they won it. The first one and the second one as well. Not the second one they won that one when he came back. So that wasn't low management to me. That's not low management at all because he wanted to try something different. Because he already came into the league, played a lot of games, won three championships or whatever. They could have won 8 if he would have never retired, especially that year he wanted to try for baseball. So and as far as the other time he came back, shit, he was like, well, fuck, he was 39, this, that, and the third, and he wanted to see if he still could play at an elite level at his age or whatnot. Because you got to remember, he wants to continue playing for the Bulls, but Jerry Krause didn't want to sign Phil Jackson to another contract. So Jordan said, if you're not going to sign Phil Jackson, I'm not coming back either. And that's exactly how they left it. So it wasn't low management, nothing. It
I
really
don't know.
wasn't.
That one is arguable right there. I still, I mean, come on now. The 2 years is a good while. You got guys still playing basketball for 2 years. You coming back like with fresh legs. In baseball, you don't really do
No, no, no,
running
no, no, no,
like.
no. Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. I shit. Even if you do retire for the 2 times he did. No, but with the first one, he wanted to do something different. Now you're not gonna always go come back to the game just because you've been retired the first time for a full year or two, and you think you're just gonna automatically dominate the game. No, you got to get that rust out. You got to get that rust off of you. You got to get in basketball shape as well, and your mind got to be strictly on getting yourself back, not just in basketball shape, but also your mind got to be that switch got to be turned on, being back that killer. Now,
Right.
his second time he retired, he was older. His body wasn't the same as he was when he was 35, 36, 34, 35, 36 and shit. So it wasn't. So when he came back that year with 39 playing for the Wizards, he knew his body wasn't the same. But once he got into the shape that he needed to get into right then and there, that
Right.
changed. So no, he retired those 2 years, and no, he retired though a couple times, but it wasn't low management or like that. That low management is like, motherfucker, you can sit up there, you can play through goddamn injury, and then shit, all of a sudden you want, even if you ain't injured hardly, but it's just the point that you up here sitting on the goddamn bench while the average fan, they haven't paid their hard earned money. They want to take their kid to see you play and you don't play. And then all of a sudden when you want to play, when you really want to play, then you want to get back on the goddamn court or some more shit. But then when you sit down on the court, sit down on the sideline, and these folks that sit up, they spent their hard earned money to see this marquee game, and you the superstar of the team. You one of the best players in the league, and you're not playing. Nah, that's load management, man. No. Because we all know it don't work.
Right.
This tells me too how fragile these players in this era is because they can't play through pain. You imagine the injuries, the amount of injuries guys like Kobe and AI played through.
Oh yes. Kobe played through the flu, broken wrist one time, I believe, sprained ankles. I mean, they had some tough dudes. Oh, LeBron was just a machine. I don't remember. LeBron never was injured, really. LeBron
Of
just
course, he
started
wasn't
coming
injured
in.
because he took everybody. And you have to also look into account too. You have to also look at this too. Why people want to sit up there and say, that they don't think these guys could play in this era, as well. The technology and the way you can build your body to become stronger too. They didn't have nothing like this then that we got right now. That they got right now. They don't.
That's true.
You could. You can spend like LeBron can spend, which he say he claims he does. He spends $1 million on his body, like as far as eating habits, training, weights, anything like that that's gonna get his body into physical top tier shape. But also too, you have to take into account. You had guys like AI that didn't, that didn't like practice, but when it came to game time, he's going to give you 110%. Even when he
Right.
played with a fucking busted tailbone and a fucking sprained ankle or sprained wrist or shoulder, bum shoulder. Those are the guys I want on my foxhole. I don't want no motherfucker that sit up there and talk about he can't play because he got a broken toenail or some shit. I mean, you can't be this damn soft. What's the point of you playing basketball if you gonna just sit out a game because you got this here? But then we see you in the videos running and training and shit like that. Ain't you supposed to have a twisted ankle or a bum knee or some shit? And you out here doing this? No, 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 no. That's the definition of load management to me. Because you ain't putting forth the effort, and y'all supposed to be the bigger and stronger athletes in this era completely differently from the guys that was in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
So I'm not going to give him no pass for that one. No. Nope.
No, dude.
Like I said, yeah, like I said, shit here. Matter of fact, hell, motherfucking Isaiah Thomas played in the finals with a fucking fractured ankle.
Yeah, I
Who
told you they
and
had
one guy?
a couple of them boys played through some injuries I can remember. I agree. They soft today. I agree. They
I
soft.
mean, and here's the crazy part about this: what people forget about Isaiah Thomas now with the Pistons. This man played with a fucking fracture ankle against the goddamn Lakers in the finals,
Who's
and
that?
gave his soul to the game that series.
You said Isaiah Thomas?
Yes, literally gave his soul to the whole series,
Damn.
busting their ass with one goddamn leg, literally.
That's tough.
Yeah, so you can't for these kids to sit up there and get on here and brag about these dudes like LeBron or Durant. And I'm not taking them away from them. They're very gifted, outstanding players. And then when they do retire, they may go down. I mean, it depends on the perception of what they how they finish their careers with. But they gonna be top tier players or whatnot, but they never will be in the cream of the crop of those guys. Who I mentioned, and those guys, they were the standard of what basketball's supposed to be, not this flip floppity shit we see now.
Right.
And people can sit up there and say, oh man, you just living at the past. This ain't the '90s or nothing. I'm like, shit, y'all wish y'all would have played in the goddamn '90s or seen how these guys played then. They wanted to fucking win it at all costs.
Nope. I
They
agree.
didn't give a damn. Shit. And kids to sit up there think that that they're probably no, they wouldn't. That's just like when they was having this whole argument about the Joker would dominate any big man in the era. No, he wouldn't.
Hell no. And he definitely wouldn't dominate a prime the white. That's for sure.
No. And here's the thing: the White didn't have no post. He had an okay post game, but he didn't. But he was just wildly athletic, so he wasn't gonna be able to do that with him.
Oh no.
I can
Hell
name
no.
5 centers. I can name 5 centers from that '90s era would have busted the whole league's ass as far as big men. The big men they got now, they would have destroyed them. Elijah Warren is number one. Patrick Ewing's number two. Alonzo Mourning is number three. Dikembe Mutombo's number four. And shit, if I wanted it, Charles Barkley's number five.
Oh, nah, not Charles. Not Charles, bro.
At the
Oh,
size he was
man.
busting, man, dude was busting
Hell
folks' ass at
no.
6'4", 6'5" at power forward. How many players you can say right now that can play his position at power forward? That was dominating the way he was dominating.
I was never really no Charles Barkley fan.
Of course you ain't shit if you ain't see the man was a dominant player in that era when you had to go against guys like Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, David Robinson. I forgot to say David Robinson would abuse Jokic too. So I'm like,
No,
easy,
oh, yeah.
easy.
Yeah, Jokic would have been as dominant back then.
No, he wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. Because here's the thing. He might get his points. Don't get me wrong. But he wouldn't be the reason why I say he wouldn't be dominant, because those guys I named, they all play defense. And some of them have won defensive player of the year.
Yep.
So he wouldn't be able to do all this shit. They probably would have locked that shit down.
Yeah, but he could have shoot though. That's the thing. He could shoot that three.
They wouldn't let him get the space to.
They're not used
They
to
wasn't
playing that
gonna
far out.
they ain't got to.
Yeah, they gonna have to, but
Think
they're
about
not. So he might have a slight edge with them, drawing the defense out
they,
first.
here's the thing though. If they were to play pick and pop with, let's just say, if they would have played pick and pop in that era right there, they had guys that could slide over and contest that shit. They ain't got to play it. Now when they get to think he gonna get that mid range shot, they ain't gonna let him get that mid range shot. And then the guards and it was some defensive minded guards in that era too. They wasn't gonna they all they had to do was strip the ball from him if he was gonna try to pull up for three.
Hmm.
It's just logical, simple basketball. Because that's all you got to do when you dealing with a shooting big man like him. They can shoot the three. All you gotta do, strip his ass. Especially if you got quick hands. Like I can say, if it's a Muggsy Bogues type of a player like that, at his stature, he's 5'3". Don't get me wrong, but he had the quickest hands you ever gonna see at his position.
Oh yeah, Lil Muggsy. Mm-hmm.
So all they had to like if they want to play pick and roll against them or whatever, and pick a pop, not pick and pop. All he got to do this before he can even catch the ball good. Like if he gets just catch it for like 1 second, that ball gonna be out of his hands.
You think y'all Ming would have played good defense on him?
Hell yeah, he would have. Yeah, boy, the length itself is worthy of saying he would have played
Oh
good
yeah,
defense on him.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Y'all Ming was fucking
And
real. Shaq used to kind of struggle a little bit with y'all Ming.
he was strong too. Yeah, I was strong too. Don't let the weight fool you because he was skinny. He was also strong too at 300 pounds.
Damn, I ain't know he
So
was
don't
that
let
big.
that fool you either. Yeah, he about 7'6", 300.
Ooh. Oh yeah, y'all would have been a problem in this league today. I ain't gonna lie.
In this era, easy, he would have been a problem. Easy.
Oh yeah.
Because he had
Plus
everything.
the mid range, anywhere in the mid range area.
Anywhere on the court mid range he can get it. And then that post game, he was just as smooth as any player in his position, his size.
Uh huh.
So it's just like he can beat you too. He can beat you like three or four different ways or whatever.
And then he had a hook shot. He had like a little hook shot. You can't stop that. And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
he had a little baby hook. Yeah, that was lethal too.
Yep. Anybody with a hook shot, like Ice Gervin, George Man Gervin, what's his name? If you play against somebody with a good hook shot, you can stop it.
No, you talking
You ain't
about
gonna stop it.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No,
That
no.
sky
George
hook.
Gervin. Who they used to call the
George
Iceman
Gervin,
back in the day.
George Gervin, he had the finger roll when he get to that, once he get to that spot on that court, he can
Yeah.
lay that ball up, and that shit will come out the roll off his fingertips. He was
They used
smooth
to
as.
call him the
That's who they.
Iceman or something like that.
Yeah, and that's who Kevin Durant is compared to. Which that's not a bad comparison.
Oh, so I didn't know.
That ain't a bad comparison when you can score like he could in his era.
Oh, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, that's what they missed. They need more dominant centers today. Everybody want to shoot and shit. I'm like,
That's the thing. And like I said, I think if Embiid would have took his health more seriously, he probably would have been better than Jokic. But the problem is, he's one of those guys that complained and crying about winning MVP. But when he finally did win the MVP, he didn't take that damn team to the finals, not even to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that's goes to show you that how entitled these cats in the league is now, because these cats don't want it. They complain and bitch about stuff they want, but when it comes down to once they get there, they reward it with an MVP or a Defensive Player of the Year, and then in the playoffs, you do this, you disappear. No.
mm-hmm. Well,
He could have been the best big man in the league, really.
Embiid, he a little
Yeah,
undersized 6'4".
now he easily would have been the best big man in the league.
He not 7 foot though.
Yeah, he's 7 foot.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. He's about 7 foot.
I thought he about like 6'11" or something.
No. He's 7 foot.
Oh,
That's what tripped me out about these guys. They keep saying, yeah, they more skilled, but dude, do you want it? Do you want to be great or you don't? You want to rely on your athletic ability and your skill set to get you where you want to go, or you want to have that killer to add on to your skill set and to and to the direction you want to go to be great. And that's why I say the problem with these kids, they just too entitled. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to have that mindset to be great. So,
well, yeah, I'm about to call it a night, brother. What time it is? About 2:15. God damn.
oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Oh, yes. I'll just look at the time. Damn.
Me too.
Well, who we play next? Who the Lakers play next? Oh, trying to see who they play. Don't they play like that? No, not that. I'll hop on that next time as he pull it. Hit the loud.
All right. You have a good one, man.
All right, bro.
All right.